tag these people in the comments, baby. Hey, why you got on your grandma headscarf? I had a beanie on yesterday.
So wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful.
Kiva said she didn't like me in my beanie, dog.
Right,
I like my beanie. It was comfortable.
Secretly.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Socially Awkward. If this is your first time joining us, I'd like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi, or Mimi So 100. I am joined by the man behind the magic, Mr. Tone Deaf, aka 2024 Culture Creator of the Year. We got to put some respect on his name, at least to the end of the year. Because 2025, as of January 1st, he don't matter no more. We got to let him ride it out for the rest of the year, though. But because at that point, you last year's news, literally.
But I didn't say damn because of what you said. I said damn because damn, I just got it in November and it's already outdated.
Yeah.
Man, they'll let you know the title for a year.
That's nasty work.
We might got to vote a new nigga in for 2025 November.
So, well, I guess the way they do it is you got to show that you were the shit in the year, and then we give you a award at the end of the year.
Right.
That's
now you got to show that you was balling.
So I gotta go back to back.
Right, gotta go back to back.
Let's see what I can do, man.
I got faith.
If I don't do it, I'm gonna just pull an Agent Orange. Mix. Yep.
You storming the SP.
Hey, if they storming the SP, that means there's people here to shop. I feel like I helped the culture at that point. Still works.
Oh, no, meeting January 6th.
Well, we are also joined by the new Mr. Bitches, Young Fresh is in the building.
I don't know. He's out here disrespecting bitches last night.
Wait a minute.
It made you a permanent face like Cena.
I didn't do nothing.
Bro, you said she looked like Loretta Devine. That's a heel turn, bro.
Is that not funny though?
But you wasn't in the building 5 minutes. We were still dapping up everybody.
Man, it's the hair. It was their hairstyle.
You know what?
Did you not see the hairstyle?
And then you turned to us like, you got to stop posting what you post because I can't be your friend if you keep posting like that. That's solidifying the heel turn. Solidifying.
Well, we had a real life heel in the building. You talk about my heel turn.
Yeah, that was the only reason why yours gets swept under into next week's episode. You popped up like it was a Royal Rumble.
Man, surprise entrance like a motherfucker.
He did. Now that I think about it, that's what that room felt like. Felt like the Rumble.
Crazy.
The Rumble without eliminations. There's a bunch of people in there.
Tom really famous.
That is absolutely crazy.
40 years of
Because
decadence.
it's accurate. Like that's really like a surprise entrance and shit.
I just showed up like, hey, he's in the Rumble. He not gonna win, but he's in the Rumble.
Hey, low key, that Rumble next year star studded as fuck.
You mean the one in like next month? Because ain't the Rumble in January? They moved it to February.
February. It's like the first, ain't it?
That's like when they moved fucking WrestleMania.
They be trying shit
They
to
moved.
see what they can do.
I think it's all based on what you can book. Like, hey, is this building open? Hey, man, we ain't got no spots till like February. All right, fuck it. We'll take it just in case we can't get where we want to go.
I can see that.
I think that's what they do for real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. How was your weekend, Mimi? Last time I heard you was stuck at Pato.
Well, that has been pretty much like
The theme.
for the past couple of weekends because I got so many free rooms.
Damn, you were that's
What
kind of whore was you being?
Yeah, I got so many free rooms. Well, no, it's because like
You told us because of like the way you play and that's like comp to your winning.
Yeah.
So instead of giving you money, they try to compensate you with more room. Actually, not even that. They compensate you with free rooms because if you come and stay in the hotel, you're gonna get bored and you're gonna come downstairs and gamble, and you're gonna lose money as you win money. So they feel like,
absolutely.
Yeah,
That was me on Friday.
They know what they're doing.
Like I lost to the point Friday where I didn't take my ass back downstairs Saturday or Sunday.
They know what they be doing. They looked at your card. It's like, oh, she staying here in the hotel. We can get all that shit back.
Yeah.
You pay for your room.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily, because it's like I get 8 free nights per month plus food credits and everything else.
Why are they giving you? You know what?
You just said why.
They the devil. Like that
you
is
just said
that
why.
is egregious, dog. To give somebody 8 free nights to live in the hotel of the casino, you have no care about their livelihood. You don't care if they got an addiction. You just slap the number on the wall and it says, "Okay, we tried to help."
I was just about to say they just be like, "Got a gambling problem? Call this number."
That's it.
Call this number.
You can still gamble if you want to.
And
though.
look, once we've given you the cure, it is upon you to take it.
But we know you not gonna take it.
I've given you the proper help.
Well, I mean, some people they ban themselves.
Yes, when they mortgage is on the third one.
Yeah, they'll ban themselves from the casino.
I don't work at the bank no more, so I can tell these stories now. There is a person who literally has a gambling problem.
That video goes with everything else I just said right there.
God damn it, woman! They literally.
I told you I was.
I know the video. Yeah, they literally have a gambling problem, and it's to the point where they're taking out payday loans to go gamble, and we got to the point one day it was like, can we just freeze their money to save them? And it was like, no, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, especially if the bank is collecting overdraft fees. Y'all really not gonna stop that business.
Oh hell no. No, they'll slap an overdraft on you. 2 cents.
Like I've talked about this like a couple of years ago, like when I was like really in Pato a lot, how people have left their receipts in the ATM. And it's like, bro, you can't afford to be down here. Cause like it was like negative account balances, you know,
we had a person
ATM,
that
so they would overdraw.
Right. We had a person that knew what her overdraft threshold was. Like she knew up to how much she can be negative because she knew in like a week her check was gonna hit her account. And we used to think that, you know, like you had a bad day and you just been chasing with it ever since.
You taking one down, sing a sad song, just turn it around.
Yeah.
Clearly that none of that worked.
It wasn't. That's when I found out that she was, you know, her check come in, she'll take the 2 G's out and downtown.
Do you think people like
in the viaduct?
So do you believe in having an addictive personality?
Ken has told me that about myself.
That's because he was fucking you.
Well, no.
That's nasty, bro.
That ain't what it means though. No, he's told me that
about Ken saying it though.
But he told me that because of me being at Pato. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, I do. You grew up with me. So, you know, like how many times do I sit and if I hear a song, I have to listen to it on repeat. Right. I watch the same shit over and over again. Like you
sleep with the same men over and over again.
Yeah.
I just thought you were being safe, but now you got a problem.
I do. But yeah,
you're in too deep.
Yeah, I do. Like I'll eat the same shit. Like it's just I don't know. But
I just thought you were a creature of habit.
To answer your question, yes, I do believe that.
So having an addictive personality is the equivalent of being a creature of habit, but not controlling your habit.
Right. I'll be like just trying to people just like you don't have any luck at this at all.
At all.
Like you don't. It's not like you lose like 3 or 4 times.
Hey y'all.
And then you just go crazy.
Oh, y'all just got here
and hit 10 straight. You just lose and lose and lose. And then when you out of money, you go work another 40 to 50 hours just to go back and lose. And I'm like, that's just fucking bananas.
Because just like they were talking about last weekend, like you know that your machine is ready to hit. So you don't want to give up all this hard work you just put into this.
Is this like the equivalent of just being in somebody's inbox and like, but you just know one day that bubble gonna be on the other side.
No, because those aren't showing signs.
But I think there's a part to it, though.
No,
if you just out here gambling,
because that's like, basically what the inbox is. It's a gamble.
This machine's gonna hit like, bro. You've been here 3 weeks in a row, same machine. There's no extra lights on this motherfucker.
See, that's
just say out of luck.
That's the slot machine method. You got to go with the blackjack method, meaning you got to know when to hold and when to fold. If you know she on one of the moves where she saying fuck all niggas, I'm gonna go ahead and hold this week. I'm not gonna go in that inbox. But if she talking that I wish I had this and that, and that, then you might be able to catch with a witty conversation and joke your way into something. Niggas don't joke their way into nothing. Chick will post like, man, it's cold. I wish I had a warm body to cuddle with. Dick pic. Hey, you can cuddle with this. No, my guy. Calm down. Cause what Bellamy said today was fucking diabolical and nasty. She was like, you want me to come cry on your lap so you can put your dick in my mouth. That's nasty.
Yeah, I don't know if I want tears of your pain on my shadow.
Is that's the equivalent? I mean, technically, ain't that sympathy sex that we was used to talk about?
No, that's not. It's not
I mean,
same.
Somebody's crying. That's how we got here.
That's egregious, bro.
It's egregious, which is why we question whether or not it's an option that we can actually cash in on.
If she's sad, I don't think that's the perfect time to ask her for a mouth.
If she offered one, but you're sad, are you going to take it?
If I'm sad,
yeah.
I don't want no chick crying to suck my dick. That's wild.
I honestly don't understand how you can maintain an erection during that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, because
niggas is weird, so they'll find a way.
No, but I'm saying,
and
like,
they all on
because if
drugs
she's
too.
tears and you crying, like for me, like even head back, eyes closed, like if a nigga's crying while giving me head, it's gonna feel a little rapey.
Man.
He crying and giving you head?
No, but I'm saying like he distraught and shit. It's gonna feel like bro don't want to be here, and I feel like this is
don't want to be
right,
like the authorities is like a hair away from getting involved.
Fucking
Hey.
Misha.
I know my sister never in the comments.
Yo,
because it's holiday weekend.
Imagine looking down. And she just got
and cuz hey Nisha.
He dad said he joked away into a lot of shit. Joking your way into some pussy is a great time.
Joking your way into some pussy is cool. Just not watch me crying, bro. Imagine that motherfucker, that big ass snot bubble
sad
pop
dicks
on
are
your.
hard to fuck.
What?
Listen, sad dicks are hard to fuck. I can imagine. Because if I'm sad, I don't know how hard my dick would actually be. If you sad, I don't either.
I'm saying, but if you sad and then they try to comfort you, like that's one of them. Like, I kind of my mouth. I don't know, bro. Just go home. Let's just go get something to eat.
That's a wild pussy.
Nah, bro. I need your mouth juicy, not your eyeballs, because that's gonna throw me completely off.
Pop that big ass snot bubble on you now. You fucking thighs.
But I mean, because snot bubbles ain't all bad now. It depends. No, because if the tears and the snot bubbles come from gagging. Because you really
okay, that's different though.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't knock the snot bubbles because it depends on the circumstances.
We didn't get here from a night of just us drinking and now we having sex. You started crying. You was already crying when I got here.
Hey, I told y'all the story the very first time I tried to. The very first time I tried to suck dick. What did I say happened? I licked it and I start crying and he was like, "You know what? I'm good."
Look,
absolutely.
Look. I had a young lady who was distraught over some shit. She came over to cry on my shoulder, and before I know it, she was sitting on my lap. It helped her out. Okay.
So you can't be taking advantage.
I didn't. You're on my lap. I'm not bending you. That's different. You decide to climb up on this tree,
bro. She was emotionally distraught. And you ain't say, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Of course I said I'm sure because you not gonna hit me. You not gonna meet too.
He was just like, "Well, all right."
You not gonna meet too.
Is this the residence of Antonio Luckett? We need you to come with us.
All I'm saying
slipped out his sweater vest, took his loafers off.
Who said I took my sweater vest off?
Freaky ass nigga.
Who said I took it
Bro,
off?
never catching back shots while a nigga wearing a sweater vest.
You ain't lived.
Oh, shit,
bro, you ain't never.
So you telling me Bay, who's not Bay, decides to pull up one day and
he ain't clapping me in no Croft and Borrow, bro.
And he wants to role play.
He not throwing on the eyes joint and bending me like a pretzel, bro.
And I went to corner.
He said, "Where's Olivia Benson?" Right.
Man, what changed the mood?
No, nigga, absolutely.
Right. She decided to climb up on top. And I was like, you know what? I got you, fam.
You know what? I am so happy that when my grandma died,
She died fucking?
no, that was her husband. That was my grandpa. I am so happy that when my grandma died and one of my friends came by, like to comfort me, like it was actually to comfort me. Like I fell asleep and everything, and he just chilled. Like his dick
Oh no, I do that.
wasn't jumping under me or doing no weird
Jumping
shit.
under you.
No, cause
nasty work.
Cause niggas be holding you and shit. Then all of a sudden they feel that little thump to like test you and shit. Like,
Hey man,
testing,
sometimes
1, 2,
skin to skin
testing the
contact
pussy,
make
1,
that
2.
happen natural. Sometimes that just happen. It's kind of like when a cold wind comes across y'all and now y'all nipples hard for no reason. Same thing. He has a mind of his own.
Britt talking about it's a great distraction. Some head would definitely change my mood for the better, at least momentarily.
Hi too for the word alliteration.
Yeah, it really just.
But y'all not gonna sit here and shame me because she wanted peen while she was mourning the loss, and I gave it to her.
I'm just giving Tone a hard time because I filmed content today after my granny died.
Wait a minute. You were already on the job by then?
No. This is my second granny. My dad's
Oh,
mom.
okay.
She just died within
So I'm
last
like,
week.
wait a minute.
Yeah. So
Well, she
no.
already scheduled everything. She
Yeah.
can't not cancel.
I had already had, like plan that shit, and then that came up,
So
and
you can't not go to work.
so well, no, I didn't hop like right to work, like like we was
I
like,
don't think she'd be horny every
well, I
time
had to
she
make my
worked.
money back at that point, bro, like for the room and all that shit. So it was like, but matter of fact, I had just got scammed out of a toy.
Oh, so she had 2 L's she had to recoup.
Yeah, shout out to Michaela Holmes for that.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Probably because she on Facebook scamming the shit out of me, bro.
What is up with scammers? It's the season to scam.
But no, everybody
popped
copes with things in different ways, for real. They'll definitely make a jump. Like I don't have Detective 220 on speed dial.
I need to go. Get out my comments, fam. Go somewhere.
My boyfriend I had when I was 17 lost his mom. He bent me over at the repast. I was shocked because that's what he needed. I was glad to help. Hey,
see, sometimes we need a distraction.
Hey, sometimes you got to stroke the cope.
Shut up. I too. Damn good. The fuck, nigga, you in the wrong work.
I ain't mad at it.
You need to be making Hallmark cards.
No, what I need to be doing is they need to throw me in the back so that I can help niggas like Ricochet with their fucking mic work because they suck.
So basically, what I'm hearing is all of us made bad career choices.
Let me,
like, because we all should somehow, in some way, be doing.
Let me put together the promo packages, bro. You can build the matches and the storylines. You the tech guy.
I was like, put me in the production truck.
Yeah, you the tech guy.
Because I'll make some
I'm
dope
the
clips off
niggas making them code on the mic.
You know what would be crazy? Like when people,
that was a nice double entendre.
Like, let me get my female Paul Heyman on.
When people leave, I was like, I don't know if this is helping your career. Cause like what you work good at in WWE and they kept you away from it. So everybody's like, oh my God, they need to do this. I'm like, but you understand that he cannot talk. And then like you see that when they go elsewhere and you get freedom to do whatever you want. And like your flaws are on full display. The shit that they hid from us, they're not hiding from us in the other company.
But
you motherfuckers.
Well, I don't know.
But
it was kind of the reverse though.
But
like,
think about it.
Jade.
How do you get better at something, right? You keep working.
You got to do it.
You got to do it. So if you're hiding your talking over here, we don't know if you're getting better at it because we're not going to let you talk, my guy. But you go over here and you can't talk and you get around niggas.
But you know what's over here that's not over here?
But what did you just say?
You got to keep doing it to get better.
You got to keep doing it to get better at it. Clearly, bro wasn't practicing at home.
Because they told him not to do it. Like, well, you ain't gonna talk here. So like, well,
what I'm saying is,
but if he would have been practicing and getting better, he could have showed them why they should have given him that chance.
Like over here, we got a whole system that you came through called developmental. You know what the word develop means? It means to help you motherfuckers with some shit you're not good at.
But what they did was they emphasized his positive. He is phenomenal to watch in the ring. And that's all they wanted him to do is let's just watch you do this exciting shit. And then we'll put you away in the glass jar until we need you to do exciting shit again.
But while they got you in your glass jar, you need to be working on a skill that could get you seen.
They did. They put him in the speed division.
Because you know what I've learned about the WWE? They don't give a fuck about a 5-star match. They want a 5-star story. You motherfuckers can go over here to AEW and do flippity floppity.
And that's why he loves it over there.
5-star matches in an empty ass build.
That's why he loves it over there.
While us over here at the WWE are selling out the world.
Because let's be honest, his wife is gonna carry the load anyway. She's gonna make more money. And act. Nope, she wants to act too because she's gonna be on an episode of 911 and some other shit.
Well,
and I'll be watching.
They don't know what the fuck y'all talking about because this ain't their first show.
Yeah.
So, sorry, y'all, for those who are not wrestling fans. They kind of like go off the deep
end. A coochie comforter.
Giving out warm hugs.
A coochie comforter. Well,
mouth hugs especially.
Since Britt walked us right on into this a coochie comforter, we are gonna go ahead and talk about the pussy carpet that was on display at the All Black Affair at this point because Britt just walked us into it. She just walked us into it.
First one?
No, I don't have pictures of that. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna actually broadcast her vagina everywhere.
Yeah, that's
because
that's unpaid porn.
Well, because I didn't even share the actual post. I drew my own.
That is another reason why I found out there was pussy out because yo fucking drawing popped up. I hate you. So I found out there was a fight from one brother, and I find out that there was pussy out from a sister and her crew drawings.
Did you mean carry the load as a double entendre?
She been saying double entendres all night.
Well, no. So
you like that word, huh?
The All Black Affair, was supposed to be a night of class and elegance. Everybody get their grown sexy attire on. They made it seem like it was mandatory, for the women to have to wear dresses or gowns or whatever. Guys dressed to the nines. Mm-hmm. I know that Rick Ross was there. I forgot who else was supposed to be there.
Tweet.
Oh, Tweet. Honestly,
yes. Yep.
Honestly, I was
there goes my
interested at all. And everybody knows my favorite color is what? It's black. So that you would think that would be right up my alley.
I thought it was beige.
Honestly,
I do.
I like my men beige, but they dick still be dark.
That's nasty work.
You always take it too far.
They don't got pink meat.
You always take it too far.
That's how you know their daddy's black. I think when they daddy
can't use that measuring stick. That's nasty.
That is such
information. I think no, ladies, if you've ever had a light-skinned guy and you know if his dad, not his mom, if you know that you had a light-skinned guy and his dad was not black, was his dick pink? Because I've noticed all of the light-skinned guys that I've had who've had black fathers, their dicks is always darker than their body. Always. It's literally like they dick in their balls is like the darkest part of their bodies, especially the nuts.
That is probably the most
like they be darker than me.
Probably the most diabolical way of doing a genealogy test I have ever heard of.
I want to see. What the fuck are you talking
Oh, don't worry, bro. We're gonna get paternity leave soon. We just gotta ride this out.
Whatever.
What the fuck are you talking
What did you do? Because if we get to take the summer off.
Mimi is diabolical for that drawing. Wow. Y'all gonna stop attacking me for my artistic abilities.
Well, Lisa's. Hold on, did we check?
Artistic, nigga.
Autistic.
You did autistic like a. Did you check to see if somebody stole it?
Oh, I put my name on it this time.
Great job. We had a whole debacle about that.
Yeah, I was stealing shit, man. Nobody's hearing. And it's crazy because I was like, I was minding my business. We froze. Looked like we froze entirely because the timer ain't even going.
We might be
Yeah. We still moving on the other side because it looked like we froze. Period. Hey, somebody write in the comments and tell me if y'all can still hear us.
My whole computer just froze. So hold on. Yeah. What the fuck, Keisha?
Yeah, see, Sheree, no.
Okay, we froze. Whatever
Okay.
just happened. We back now.
We back.
Okay.
Okay.
There's Monroe.
All right, we good.
Where
I
you
can see
been?
myself moving.
This nigga, bring your ass to work.
What's up, nigga?
I saw the drawing.
Yeah,
before
see,
the video,
Sharisha said
so
she
when I
ain't
saw
lying. The
video,
penises do be darker on light skins, like for real. So I'm wondering, like, if
Rita,
it's different
you
because
are
I've
last
never
on the list
had
to be
one with
answering
a
that.
white or other dad. It's always been like a white mom or like a really light skin or like a mixed mom or something like that, but never a white dad. And I feel like that's where the pink meat would come from. So yeah. That's what happened.
I'm closing all the extra programs just to be on the safe side.
Oh, I appreciate you for that. Prioritize me, all right. You know, I still can't snap my fingers.
You're snapping them right now.
No, that's just skin rubbing. It's not making a like
That
it's yeah, like I can't do that.
That's just skin rubbing.
Yeah,
skin rubbing is something.
It's more like thumping.
Skin rubbing is why your belly's big. That's a different story. Now, yes, that's exactly how you got there
So
too.
anyways.
Saying.
But yeah, so I haven't.
I hope he come out looking like his daddy. So when you get mad and you get to blocking him, you still have to see this nigga face.
He's been blocked for a week.
Yeah,
now.
we seen that. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
You know what's crazy?
How are y'all like bringing a
to that in
child
a
into
second.
the world?
So anyway,
blocking-
I wasn't interested in going to the black party just because I saw whose name was on it. And if y'all know, you know, and follow me, like I got I got a beef with Tim Ricketts because he played me on my baby her senior pictures. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how he didn't do his job like he was supposed to and stop responding. And he just fucking ghosted me after he had my money and shit. And I don't play around like that. I don't like that. Because like I said, that was my baby senior pictures. It wasn't just no random ass, you know, photo shooter. Just, oh, you know what? Turning 40, let me just, you know, do it. No, it wasn't even like it was my baby's actual graduation pics and shit. Like, and I ain't like that.
What the fuck kind of conversation did you start
with? She asked them, describe the color of a penis, and all of them telling their business.
Yeah, she said I've had white with dark penis. I was gonna ask to be there, but it's cold and I'm under the cover. Yeah, I saw that. You said you wasn't moving. You was supposed to be eating brats and shit. Air fryer brats is like, I'm out. I gotta go and grab me some more, but them motherfuckers been top tier. But no, from what I am seeing, the whole fight started because apparently one chick is with a guy and it was his baby mama and her people, and you know, it turned into a thing she was there to do, and she ended up being jumped by these people. And in the, you know, Mr. the Melee, it was some exposure that happened because she went bare pussy to the wind in Wisconsin, and we know that it is now, well, today is December. At the time it was November, but we know it get cold here. And y'all know that I am probably the number one no panty advocate around this motherfucker. I hate draws, but even I have my limits in Wisconsin weather. So, you know, and I'm heavier than she is. She didn't have no insulation around that motherfucker, so it was just.
I just want to know, like,
okay, before we go any further,
can
we acknowledge how long the beef between Shivani and Tommy has been going on
within the comments?
Within the comments,
facts.
Like this is
she don't give folks no break.
It was like a 2-year beef, bro.
Whether he is in the building or in the comments, she on his ass.
Like this is real beef. We out here, we distracted by Kendrick and Drake. We need to find out this. This needs to be documented.
It's the origin story.
Yeah, we need to document this.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm trying to show stuff that's relevant, but then these two niggas.
right. You
Why
said
you
the
ain't
belly
have-
picture caused the uproar this week too. It did.
Because
And
people don't pay attention.
Oh, the AI joint.
yeah, the AI joint. The AI
That's
joint.
what you going with.
Yeah.
See, over a decade long.
But no, and it was just like I'm not going to play the video because I'm not going to put her pussy out, for everybody to see.
But she already did it though.
Yeah, but that's not for me to share.
That's not
She already shared it.
So it's like
This is public domain now.
okay. In her defense,
It's
it was
public fodder.
hold on. In her defense, it was against her will that it was shown.
First of all, she knew what the weather was. She opted to put that dress on without any drawers.
Because she planned on.
Second of all,
She had other plans, not that.
She started a fight.
But I don't know if she started it.
Well,
but
she came to this bitch to rumble,
but here's my
and you
thing.
didn't have no drawers on. Like, you knew what was going on.
You know, they be thinking they always going to win. You know, the ones who start the fights always think that they're the ones that's going to win.
But you should always have on drawers because you just don't know what's going
But that's
to
the
happen.
point. Kayla said you don't got to wear undies in this weather either. Just dress warmer. Yeah, and that dress wasn't fucking warm.
But she got warmed up.
Not for.
I took. You see, she definitely got warmed up.
And I mean, hey. Guess what? Mimi's ass has been shown because of a fight. And it was all his fault.
It's like it's his fault.
He was whooping ass though.
He picked me up and put me over his shoulder and my buns was out. But guess what? Niggas was on Twitter like, damn, Mimi used cocoa butter on her ass, don't she? Because my
That's
shit
that
wasn't
nigga
dry.
freaky. That's because that nigga's freaky.
My shit wasn't dry.
Yo, Shorty did have like her buns look like
Shavonda, you got to drop the T in the comments. You got to drop the page name so we can investigate. Shavonda said, I saw the vid from the baby daddy's page, and girl walked up and started with her. Yeah, I didn't think she started it, especially because it was multiple people. My thing is, because I'm hearing that she was there with a guy. Where was this nigga at?
She said somebody threw a drink at her.
Well,
which is believable.
Well, they do a drink on her. Tried to warm her up that way because alcohol keep you warm.
Touche, that was funny.
Then
That's a soft peach.
Then they decided to go hands of fury.
She said, "Let me go find it."
Yeah, I don't. So I mean, my ass is definitely. I had on a thong though, so my pussy wasn't out.
Ash wasn't ashy.
So it's like, and I guess that's the thing. Like, thong was available. I don't know. I just in certain things.
You trying to see what thongs invented?
Huh? No, I'm saying I had a thong on during that
debacle.
Yeah.
Melee.
So it's like my coochie wasn't out.
Street fight. And
then it was wild because it's like as I'm watching the video, I'm like, bro, her bare pussy just on that girl's toes. Like, because the girl didn't have no shoes on. Bare I'm like, pussy. So either way it goes, somebody gonna have a yeast infection, athlete's foot, something is gonna happen between that.
Why you had your shag rug on the bitch foot?
Find his lies from
Who
that.
got
night.
kicked in the pussy?
Got it.
A
thong thick as that bandana wouldn't cover that thing. This nigga got to go.
I don't know. I like him. You can stay. That was funny.
The hell you never mind.
You can't just kick people out.
No, I'm talking about Trey.
Trey said, I wear thongs or Nathan. I feel like you turn regular draws into thongs regardless, so you really don't have a choice.
No, like, go somewhere.
But no, it's just like
I don't think you be out here fighting with your ass out though, Trey.
I don't think Trey be out here fighting, period.
No, but what I'm saying is like I'm not saying that, oh well, she I can't believe she don't wear drawers. Because like I said, I'm probably like the number one advocate for that. It's just I'm not gonna have no dress on in Wisconsin when it's cold as fuck. And she barely weigh a fucking $120. I got Big Mama down here and I'm still gonna make sure she got some warmth to it. Outside. But then again, it was hairy, so maybe it wasn't cold.
Shut up.
Hoes don't get cold though. We know that already. That might be my.
That's a lie.
Hoes don't get cold.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Back in the days when we used to go to the club, they would have almost next to nothing on standing in line to get in.
Wait. So they got scraped as a couple? My sister said, dude, they pulled out 37 of his dreads, I think.
Where they at? Where's that at?
Wait, time out. It was a tag team match.
Little fur coat.
Oh shit.
No
Like-
undies equal less laundry. You can hand wash them in the sink sometimes. I synced it.
Tom,
I synced
All right,
it.
thanks, Mario.
what kind of prison lifestyle are you living?
No,
man?
there's a lot of women have just washed the drawers out in the sink real quickly and then went home.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? You
I
gotta
mean,
live, bro.
I'm not saying that. Well, I fuck with
Hand
bitches.
washing drawers is a thing.
I didn't say it wasn't a
They
thing.
the delicates. And they
You
sometimes,
can't, don't
You said
hand
they're the
wash your
delicates.
drawers at my house.
but sometimes they gotta use certain soaps because it irritates the
So
cootie
she
cat.
can put her pussy in your face, but not her fucking
Drawers in your sink.
bro. Shut up.
Grow up, dog.
And dude said I heard dude was fighting too. Be ghetto.
Yeah, I seen it when he was fighting and then he got up out of there.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
It was early in the fight.
I saw multiple angles of them fighting. Cause whoever was on the opposing side, that bitch was out there collecting
Them
fucking wigs like goddamn Sonic rings or something.
Picking them
She was
bitches
just
up like Infinity Stones.
yeah, you know how like when you riding down Birdline, you see motherfuckers like picking up cans and shit. That's why she was picking up them fucking wigs. I'm like, bro, you got like 3 or 4 wigs in your
And she
hand.
did it so delicately too. Like, grab that wig. Oh,
Then she had on flip flops, and I'm like, you know what? When you look at, and then I was looking at like the chick who ass was out. Her hair was still in place. It was flawless. Her lace didn't move.
she paid.
But the
top
mother
money.
bitches, I'm like, you know what? When you look at the foundation braids under there and you see how fuzzy the motherfuckers was, them wasn't no fresh installs.
No,
They just said fuck it. So I can understand why they didn't mind fighting in there because they just seemed like the type.
All right, but Rita bring up a good point. That whole event had no food there, all liquor. They was ready
Well, a
to
lot
fight.
of people were complaining about like paying for VIP but still having to wait in a regular line,
Yeah.
paying for tables, and then the regular people who didn't pay for tables was still able to stand like right in front of their shit, and it was just
Right,
it was a
yeah.
bunch.
It was a lot of disorganization.
1 head and 10 wig. Yeah, it was. I was like, why does she have all these fucking wigs, dog?
Wig caps flapping.
Yes, one of them it looked like she had on a fucking BDSM mask, like that motherfucker was all the way over her goddamn face
It
like a
was two
burglar.
people versus
Yo.
the whole Milwaukee. So
Because remember back in the day before they came with the poo shiesty shit. Remember niggas used to put a nylon stocking over their face and rob niggas and shit,
that is true.
and used to have a little nipple flapping at the top.
Not the
That's
nipple
how it
flap.
looked. That's how it looked.
Go ahead.
And card tables. Oh, that's absolutely that's ridiculous.
I mean, like, we got a card table.
It was 2 people versus the whole Milwaukee, so they won. Yeah, I did not know that her baby daddy got scraped too. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's the first one I seen.
Why were they fighting?
Well,
Mario said her wrestling name would be Sandy Cheeks, but what would be her finisher? The Ashland Duster, Scratch and Snip. Scratch and Snip is crazy.
one, name her finisher. Go.
I ain't got nothing.
Nah, bro, you slacking, dog. You had one job. BDSM mask is wild. With the ball gag?
No, because it's like even with her vision obstructed, with her wig cap over her face, like she didn't miss.
Maybe that made her better because now she didn't have to worry about you scratching up her face.
She didn't miss.
Why were they?
I had actually started to draw that, and I was like, you know what? I drew one. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I started a drawing with the stocking cap over her face and her hand up like this, and I was like, you know what? Nope. And I erased it because I was like, I've done enough.
She brought beef.
They complain about the same thing every year when it comes to the black party. Every year they complain about fake VIP and no food.
I thought this was a different one though.
Nope, same people. That was
No,
because
this-
when they gave their little damage control post, they was like, we've been doing this for 13 years and we've never had this type of incident. So please don't judge that situation on what we're doing.
You know what I
So
don't
to
understand?
have the
about
fact that you've been
people?
doing this 13 years and ain't fed nobody and charging niggas 120 plus
No.
event
You
price
said
fee.
that wig turned into a face mask.
I am not.
I
a
paid $100
frequent
last night. Got a
party
3-course meal, no fight, and left with my coat.
I know that's right, Tommy.
Not mad at you.
The carpet burn.
That's a good
She
one.
won.
That's a good one.
That was right there for you, bro.
That's a good one.
You letting
Bro said that stocking was catching the sweat.
every year. Okay. So
Yeah, I didn't know that them was the same people.
I just,
But no, I definitely wouldn't deal with
And she was
anything
still
with
Donkey Kong
Mr.
her.
Ricketts on there because I don't trust bro when it come to my
baby
money.
daddy, baby mama drama was the reason. The carpet burn is hilarious. The ball cap got an issue because BD moved in with the new BM and that booty put one.
The booty out one. I know what you meant.
Okay.
The way dude dragged her across the carpet, breaking him up. Coochie definitely got some burns.
That's terrible. People
I
are
wonder what
still
that room smell
choosing to
like
pay.
afterward.
Hell, I wouldn't feed them either. You know what? She got a point there. If y'all still gonna keep coming and
yeah.
I'm not feeding you,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do nothing but just
Well,
up the
because
price.
one thing about the city of Milwaukee is people will always desire to be seen above all else. They just want to be a part
Her
of
dress
something.
wasn't cheap either
So,
because it didn't rip.
regardless of how much it costs or what the accommodations are, there's always going to be somebody who feels like this is the place to be. And if I'm not here, people go think I'm lame. So I need to show up just off that.
Well, color me motherfucking lame because there's a bunch of places that you niggas like to hang out that I don't want to be there.
I changed my mind.
What's up, Dino? You said her dress wasn't cheap either because it didn't rip. I'm team ass out.
I'm having
Hey,
reservations
but you know
about
what?
a Christmas party.
Team ass out, like, because I saw her, like, I could tell even with like her face partially covered, like when after she got dragged across the fucking floor, she was actually very pretty. But then when I actually saw like the up close of her, like from her page, I'm like, she's very, very, very pretty. I'm like, so when you look at who jumped on her, it's like, it makes sense.
So it's some ugly bitches that beat her up?
Probably.
You know, ugly hoes always want
Motherfuckers
to fight
want to
some
be
shit.
in the
Oh,
crowd.
yeah,
Like
the
they
gutter
rent not
snipes
do
be
today.
hating like a
shit, mine's
motherfucker.
do
You
today.
don't really never see pretty girls.
I got
beat
two
up
rents
like
due
that.
today. Now I think about it. Damn.
But ugly hoes always trying to punch a motherfucker in the face.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah. When she was out there with them fucking Tone is over here figuring some shit out. Depending on what it is, I don't know if we gonna put it on the screen or not. Because I don't know what
Oh
this is.
shit! Damn.
Motherfuckers want to be in the in crowd like they rent not do today.
She missed everything.
Kiki said them Shein dresses was everywhere. Ugly hoes love fighting. And you know what? And it's one of those things where it's like you can tell who didn't have shit to lose in that motherfucker. Like you could just tell. And it was like looking at how she was like getting dragged away. Now, my only thing was you had people who kept trying to like cover their titties and shit. And I'm like, bro, your whole ass and vagina was just out. Just roll with it at this point. We didn't synced it all already.
Let it be.
We didn't synced it all already. Now, Whitney, you was not ugly. You used to be knocking hoes out all the time. They don't just be the ugly ones.
Ooh.
Mm.
No, it's always ugly girls that start fighting.
Yeah.
Now that I agree with.
Hey, what's the name of the three?
We was never shit.
What was the name of the three
was never
sisters on the
shit
Proud
starters.
Family?
The gross sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were never shit starters.
You were
But
just shit finishers.
We would make people regret, like, bro, why even start this beef and shit? Because I was real, like, I had a problem with letting things go.
Let it go.
Like, a lot of new people are in the comments today. Like, I was completely different back then than now. Like, now I don't argue with people. People try to bait me all the time. I don't know if people think, you know, she lost her step, she lost her mojo or whatever, but it's like, I don't argue with people. I don't go back and forth with people like that. Even if we are having like a little debate on social media, like Facebook or something, and I feel like, you know what? I've hit my max replies to this, and I'll just let you talk to yourself after that. Because I'm not finna, I don't like to go back and forth with people who I know that I'm not gonna hit in their shit. And I've stopped hitting people in their shit because I'm trying to grow up.
Shut up.
I have. So, you know, I be like, I'm not even gonna entertain this shit. Like, I'm gonna let you be upset by
Speaking
yourself.
of entertained, apparently Mario says I don't go places and do things even when offer admission. Nigga, you be in saloons. But Gutter Snipes versus Ashley Ashley was better than War Games.
Hey, you take that back.
Hey, he might be the first match. The first match, he might be correct.
No, because I didn't send to Tone to play, but I've watched it and I've seen what may have been better with War Games was there was a fight in Bar 107 and there was a nigga working the shit out somebody with a chair.
Yo, I saw somebody post and they was like, hey, y'all need to come pay for these tables, Mr. WWE.
Yeah, it's like come pay these tabs.
Here?
Like, bro, you out here and just scraping niggas and then skip out on your tab? So not only
What
do
happened
you
to
owe me
Bar
money for the
107?
alcohol y'all was drinking, but now y'all done tore up my shit.
I mean, sometimes you gotta lay the smackdown on the motherfucker.
Yeah, Nita.
You know
my
what?
rich
But
friend,
somebody,
you can't
because
be
you know
making bad
somebody always
choices.
got, oh, that was my cousin and tagged them. I hope they find them and be like, all right, get
Can't
my
be
shit,
tagging your cousin.
get my shit.
Just get niggas in trouble.
Anybody got any information on the Bar 107 fight?
Yeah, because
Where
I've
is
seen
Bar
it.
107?
Whitney
know,
said
man.
people bothered us, and I don't argue. I'm gonna just punish you.
101st Street? I don't know.
Vonda said gross. Yeah, man, I had to grow up and shit. Because I mean, at some point, you get tired, and I think like the very, very, very last
People
time
smashing
that I was like, you know what, this is it. I was a little bit too happy when I was choking this bitch. And when you see the expression on a motherfucker face, like the fear, and it excites you, at that point, you got to redirect yourself.
Oh, so you knew you was a crazy motherfucker at that point. And
Yep.
I'm glad that you recognize that, because some people, that light switch never flips on.
No,
And then that's how they start killing
at that point,
motherfuckers.
and I was still on paper at this time. So the fact that I not only risked me being on paper, and I filmed this ass whooping. I went to your job, but the cameraman to film this ass whooping.
Saved you. We didn't need
I
that.
was like, you know
We
what?
didn't need that on TV.
You need to sit down and really just evaluate if this is how you want to really spend the rest of your years. If it is it really this serious? Because you was a little bit too. Y'all remember New Jack City when he was like, I want to shoot you so bad, my dick is hard. I felt like dog.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what?
Absolutely.
That
Maybe
was the nasty.
I'm
comment.
glad
maybe it's
that
time
you're
to
not
step
on that.
away.
Glad you're not on that.
agree.
Because
Yeah.
you was really like just a few incidents away from just getting a gun and just shooting motherfuckers.
So it was at this point that I realized, like, you know what?
You was gonna be King Von.
Self-reflection. And we need to do some soul searching and some Zen chasing, and we need to get our fucking life together. And that's what I've done. Motherfuckers been whooping ass all weekend, ain't it? Absolutely, man.
It's the holiday. You know, there's a lot of people that done went off to college, then went out of town, and started a whole new life. They came back home to visit family for the weekend and
Niggas,
got mollywopped.
niggas at the black party was like, hey, somebody tell the tribal chief hold my beer. Oh, watch me get it shaken in this motherfucker tonight.
I need to say, I feel you, Mimi. At this point, I'll block you and keep it moving. I got too much to lose.
Yes, that's my rich friend. I need her to
Mhm.
not lose anything.
Yeah. I know the feeling to look in my
Right.
BD eyes when I used to get them. Yeah, man. Like, the fuck you think you talking to? Niggas just watching was actually the most hilarious.
What was we supposed to do?
Mimi, I knew I seen you at a Psycho Anonymous meeting. You a lie, cause I wouldn't have been. I had a problem back then.
She wouldn't
I
admit it.
quit cold turkey.
Lies. So many lies.
What Mario say? Cause it looked like he talking shit.
This one?
I believe none of it. Mimi stays home. I feel like if given the correct shake and bake, she would bring them biscuits out the oven. Bro.
I hate your wordplay. Dog, I hate his wordplay.
I'll fuck with it. Because I knew exactly.
Like, that's why I hate it, because I knew what he was saying.
If proper smoke given, the hand shall be thrown.
Like, it's the way he said it.
I mean, obviously.
That man is a thespian.
Obviously, I'm not gonna be in a situation where I'm taking an ass whooping. That's never gonna happen. You always gonna have to work for it. I ain't never just giving up no ass whooping because you see shit and you see motherfuckers get punched and they be like, "What I do?" And
You were born.
Ain't no time to think about what I done did to deserve
right,
it.
because even if it's mistaken identity, I'm finna make you wish you found the right person. You're not just finna walk up on me and hit me in my shit and I'm finna try to figure it out. This ain't time for no motherfucking word puzzles and shit.
Mistaken identity and then you get washed. Like you mistook the wrong motherfucker.
Them be the worst.
Like
Like, you hit my fault.
Nah,
Nah, nigga.
So now you gotta evaluate. Like, damn, do I even want to go after the right person now? Do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk it?
No. Like, this nigga is who I really supposed to be getting, but because I caught this unnecessary ass whooping, because
I'm gonna let it go.
you know what, bro?
But Mario calling your hands biscuits is crazy. And referring to a situation as the right shake and bake is amazing. That is how we were referring to beef on this show. Niggas ain't had no shake and bake for a nigga. It's cool.
Say it was that Thanksgiving food. That's supposed to calm niggas down and give them the itis, bro. It ain't supposed to turn them up.
So, hey, yo, Mario, are these
are doing new shit this year?
Are these biscuits that
bro,
throwing? Are they like Grams biscuits?
Because low key, if you fight me after Thanksgiving dinner and you hit me like with one good gut shot,
I'ma shit myself.
Ain't no telling how shit go.
That's why it all happened on Friday. The food didn't wore off.
Fried chicken and yam juice everywhere.
Tommy says the argument that it was just one fight is asinine. The expectation niggas have is bananas. Ain't supposed to be no fights at a formal event. Dino said quitting being psycho with turkey is wild as fuck, but it was necessary. I knew the path I was headed, and I'd stop. Nita said motherfuckers wasn't even dressed formal at the formal event.
They wasn't. There was niggas.
Yeah, it was people in like jumpsuits and shit. But they made it seem like it was supposed to be nothing.
It was supposed to be, but they didn't turn nobody around because I guarantee.
Because somebody on my feed wanted to sell their ticket, and they was like, because they was like, well, I had this cute little, dress suit, jumpsuit, and all this stuff that I was gonna wear, like this little dressy jumpsuit, and they talking about. It has to be a dress. I don't want to go no more. Yeah,
when they put out the flyer and it said men need to be in suits and tuxedos, women need to be like this, I was like, okay, cool. But I'm still not going no more. And then they was like, yeah, it was cats in jumpsuits and Gucci's and all kind of stuff like this. Like, yeah, that's probably because they friends with them niggas. Just let them in. There was kids there. I heard. People bringing their children.
If I see
they was dressed up nice, but they was bringing their kids.
Happening formal or hood. Not one space is more or less deserving of a fight. I feel like in certain spaces you do gotta like chill out, cause like I don't want you to have that anytime, any place shit. Because if you feel like you come in my crib,
bro,
and you think,
no
oh, well, I don't give a fuck. Anybody could get it. Anybody could get it anywhere. And you think you finna start fighting in my house? Now you gonna have two problems, and I'm gonna be the biggest one.
Look, I have on. If I done got into this
but some people they feel like they have this thing where well, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. You will.
Have they not seen your front yard?
Nigga, I live across the street from a park.
Yeah, it's a lot of grass to get ass whooping over there.
Yeah, and you know what happened? Two niggas decided to fight in my house, and the nigga who started it got faded, and I let him. Because why is you in here fighting in my living room?
Yeah, well, that seems to be a theme. That seems to be a theme.
He was on that bullshit, and he swung first, and at the end of the night he regretted it. And you know what happened?
No,
you know what happened?
I love ham.
When that nigga got put to sleep, I lifted his legs up, pushed the front door closed, and I left him sleep snoring right there.
I seen a lady with a mustache and makeup and pants. Look, we don't judge. We don't judge out loud.
Wait, that wasn't a lady at this point.
It could have been. We got ladies with mustaches.
She could have been there with her.
In pantsuit?
She could be the man in the relationship.
Yeah.
She could just be a man too.
She could have been Reed's role model. Like Reed would pull up to an event like that in pantsuit. Keep it a buck.
She wanted to go to prom in a pantsuit.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She didn't go to prom.
She didn't go to prom.
Didn't want to let her go.
Yeah. No. Look, the school she went to is the safest place for the produce section.
Yeah, it's literally just the arts is just.
Nigga is where they grow nigga is where they grow the vegetables.
Like it's MHSA is really just
this called
Milwaukee's version of Glee.
Right.
Niggas just skip through and throw Skittles through the fucking hallway and shit.
And
just
I'm going to English class and the gang and niggas just skip past me. I'm leaving.
Hey, Wit said she was with her nigga. She was just an old hoe with a stash.
Old hoe. Get out with. Leave now. People thought a formal event would stop throwing swagger from community acts. Mario.
Oh, well, I do. So Shavonna said, I'll be respectful of any space I'm in. We should be just as upset about a fight in Lincoln Park. Yeah, I'm that motherfucker who calls the police. I'm at that age where I call the police. Because the moment I see that y'all on bullshit, see, a lot of people are still in that age where they're entertained by fights live and they want to get closer.
No.
I am the motherfucker who says, hey, you know what? As I'm walking to my vehicle, Yeah, I
He
like
was
to
with her.
report a disturbance
Oh, what a stab.
Yeah.
because you know what happened? People who they get into those zones and shit, they don't give a fuck about nobody in those areas. They don't give a fuck if nobody else get hit. They don't give a fuck about if nobody else gets shot. They don't care about nothing. Because most of the times when people are on that bullshit, somebody innocent always gets involved in it
Yep.
who had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all.
And because of the fact that I live directly across the street from a park and I am in a corner house, if I don't,
You can catch strays.
the moment I hear niggas' voices go above a certain octave, I'm
Everybody
calling.
pop
Because if
something,
y'all get to
everybody
doing
dead.
bullshit, all of my windows they face the street. So yeah, I became that nigga 10 years ago.
Yep, you're not wrong. You got shit to look.
They teased me so bad when I bought the crib because I was always calling.
I tease you for dry snitching on people.
Always.
That's what I tease you for.
Because what y'all not finna do is come over here causing a ruckus. Because it's like my neighborhood is primarily homeowners and it's so quiet. But because like the busy streets around our neighborhood are lined with apartment buildings, you have those motherfuckers who come over sitting at the park, badass kids and shit, or motherfuckers just want to pull up and try to do their little drug deals and shit because it's quiet over there. So yeah, I am actually, that's what I should have been trying to. I wonder if I can find one for Cyber Monday. I want a big ass floodlight to put directly on the side of my house, a big motion floodlight. And I mean like blind the fuck. You know what? Tone, I'm finna send you this video.
Big ass blinding light.
Yes.
Flashing
Yes.
lights.
Because it is absolutely fucking hilarious. Because I would have never thought of this. This is some wild shit, y'all.
Yeah, you're supposed to get the big ass floodlight that when people pull up next to your house, it automatically lights up. And then since you right by the street, you can point it right at the street.
Yeah, and that's what I want. Like it don't have to be there like full time, but it would definitely be a motion light. Cause as soon as you pull up thinking that y'all finna suck dick on the side of my house, I don't even suck dick on the side of my house. So the moment you think that you finna suck dick on the side of my house or come over there and do your little drug deals and shit, and it don't just be the niggas.
Why you ain't on the drug challenge?
You can say because
'Cause you
drug
got
transactions go wrong.
One
And
lead
if you
to the other.
pull up and you short this nigga and he get to shooting wild and shit, my windows are right there.
All right, well, what about whole triangle? Don't hate on. You let a brother vagina finger a bitch in the garage.
I wasn't aware of that until after the fact. I didn't know while it was occurring.
That's on her though.
Don't be aware of them having butt sex on the side of the house.
Thank you, Mario. He said people start shooting. I see them starting to fight. We out. I'm happy they kept it to a tavern tussle.
Just
Dog, Mario. Mario, stay hanging out with the tavern.
we gonna put Mario on the
I
bingo.
need to say I'm not fighting nobody. I'm old. Leave me the fuck alone because I can show you better than I can tell you. Now find something safe to do before testing your faith in God. Yeah. Now, since we were on the subject of like bright floodlights, this shit is actually fucking genius.
Is it?
Yes,
Nah.
it is. It's fucking genius.
Have you ever drove on the freeway in the dark of the night and the people coming your direction got highlights on? This is not cool. Did we play a video already?
Tommy said, Juan, when you sit back, they can barely hear you. You gotta put the mic in your face. Put it in your face.
Washing off your face.
All right.
I don't want the smoke. I'm good. Or we're back and I'm popping.
Everything moving, but I don't go.
not.
And that's me. I don't go places and I don't do things. And I don't do that because I know that people like to test you. And that's even with me going out with him, right? He's a big guy. Like he, the muscles and shit. And he wear the little muscle shirts and shit. Like, so you can see all of these fucking these tattoos everywhere and this swole ass nigga. People like to test you.
Niggas who built like that, sometimes they be sweet.
Yeah,
They be lighting the loafers.
and they be wanting to test you.
They don't be about that action. They just lift weights for fun.
And I have to and it's so funny because it's like sometimes I tend to forget like this nigga grew up in the hood. Like that's where he grew up at. He was more in the hood than we was. Like we were hood adjacent, right? I say this all the time. We were hood adjacent. We were on the good side. We were Rufus King side. Then you had them niggas past Atkinson going south. That was completely different. Once you got to going to like Nash and all of that shit, it was different.
All right, you ready?
Yep. All right. So we finna throw.
Thank you for the code for 2239.
Subject is lost, headed unknown.
Yo, that is fucking genius.
That nigga disappeared like Batman.
Dog.
That's genius as hell. When they catch you, they're gonna fuck you up. But to get out of that jam, that's genius.
That shit is wild.
Speaking of loafers, niggas at the black party dressed like boys to me. Circle we go.
Niggas was dressed like mama.
Up the road.
Yeah, and it's there's always some good and some bad. Like, cause I shared a post with
Wait, chicks
some
was
of the
giving
people who
niggas
dressed-
pussy dressed like
and,
Wanye.
and there was some really nice like pictures there. It was a lot of ass there.
Facts.
It was some
Some thickums.
Yeah, cheek
Yeah.
for cheeking.
absolutely.
She said red loafers everywhere.
But then it was like
On
I
bended knees
saw
loafers.
this one individual, and all I could hear was Dave Chappelle's voice saying that she wear underwear with dick holes in them, and I just left it at that.
Yo,
I
Whitney,
really hate her.
you can't come back after today.
I hate you.
Cause who was on bending knee?
I hate
There
you.
was red loafers everywhere. Yeah, that shit was.
You think the water ran dry, Tom?
It did on them wigs.
Yeah.
Niggas in there dressed like Motown Philly.
Nah,
Well,
nah, not that one.
Somebody had a bow tie on.
Definitely had bow ties.
so there was
like
a
a-
news story about a high speed. Speeds didn't look that high because how fast can you really go in a U-Haul? But a police chase that was chasing a U-Haul, and I didn't realize that there was an actual backstory to it. You know, I'm thinking that it's probably some nigga who either stole a U-Haul or maybe they didn't have a license and didn't stop some shit. Because a lot of people rent U-Hauls for different things.
So I've heard.
U-Hauls are not just for moving things, apparently.
They shouldn't be for evading the cops.
Well, some people use
Hmm.
they rent U-Hauls like because they're cheaper than a rental car. So we've seen people take U-Hauls and like load their friends in the back and drive down to Miami. That's been a thing.
No, we haven't.
I've heard.
I've never seen
That's
that.
been a thing for a couple
I've heard-
years,
I've
actually.
heard that.
Who the fuck is doing that?
That's
heard
been a
that.
thing for a couple years, actually. Instead of renting a car, they would rent the U-Haul, and everybody would pile in the back of the U-Haul, and they would drive down
How
to
many
Miami.
friends do we have?
It was a nice little handful.
It's dark back there. Do they
But
have a light?
but I mean, some people do it to hustle. So like when I was really like into like my Amazon deliveries and shit, some guys had U-Haul trucks that they had rented to do deliveries with. So they would rent the U-Haul because, like I said, it's cheaper to rent a U-Haul than it is to go to fucking Enterprise somewhere. So they would do that, get like a little because I think what U-Haul was like $19.95 or some shit for like that little pickup truck or something. You do that, they drive to the Amazon place, deliver their little packages and shit, and then they just return the U-Haul. But apparently U-Hauls are now being used to peddle pussy.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah, so they are hotels on wheels.
Coochie mobile.
Coochie mobiles.
And so at this point, I feel like I need to rent a U-Haul, just throw my toys in the back and just do mobile deliveries of dicks and shit.
Or mobile passion parties.
So
Dash.
you know. But
That's what you should get a party bus.
Yeah.
for.
So all of these things came together because
Actually, yeah.
initially it was just, the news story that came out, and it was saying Milwaukee police were involved in a chase with a U-Haul truck Tuesday morning. Police investigate after U-Haul chase ends in a crash. The chase ended at 52nd and Glendale, and TMJ4's Gideon Verdon has been tracking the chase and says the driver of the truck hit an SUV there and stalled. Gideon says police pulled the woman out of the truck and arrested her. So then I'm like, okay, odd, but it's Milwaukee. What can you really, it's Milwaukee. But then I find out that there's an actual backstory to it. Go ahead and show the very first one from the car, the one with the car. Yeah. So these bitches owe me $400. Shit ain't sweet. What the fuck y'all think? Who the fuck y'all think I am? These whores asked me to get them a U-Haul to sell they pussy. Mind you, I'm being a genuine friend. I did this shit off love. This shit in my name. These whores decided to run off on the bill like I wasn't gonna come beat it out of her. So the U-Haul was in this person's name. They rented it. This is an after effect from the crash after the chase. But apparently the girl rented the U-Haul for another friend, for her friend, to engage in sex work. We don't sex work shame here. It's just,
Now we might have to, because what the fuck is this?
Hey.
That's a pool hall for sure.
Pool hall.
Dicks on delivery. DoorDash ain't got shit on you.
Whitney, get out of here.
It's cock dash.
Kayla said the
dash.
chase went right by the house. I was so very confused. Didn't even know those went that damn
whores
fast.
in the back of that motherfucker.
She didn't know that U-Hauls move that fast.
Man.
Yeah. So apparently, this person is, riding around and like, hey,
Getting it.
this bitch
Literally
think that it's sweet. Owe me $400. I'm finna ride down. Hey, I can't be upset because I have personally hunted people down for way less. I have hunted
That's how we
bitches
know
down
you.
and put pause on them for Facebook posts. That's actually what made me, the story I just told y'all when I quit.
What made her famous?
That's what it was up, because she was talking shit on Facebook. And I went and I found her and I put the fear of the Lord in her. So owing me $400, I mean, I can understand how that can rub a motherfucker the wrong way, because it wasn't a simple, like, I gave you a $400 loan and you just ain't paid me back yet. I put this shit in my name for you and you ran off on the bill, and now they're coming after me for some shit for you.
Not only did you run off on the bill, you were supposed to be making money, ho.
Right. So yeah.
Investment.
So go ahead and go to the pic after she found her.
Ooh.
So this I resonated with so much, because I was like, man, that feeling of choking a motherfucker.
Can you zoom out a little bit, Tom?
Oh, how much more zoom you want, nigga?
Is that a white girl?
No, it's
No.
not.
No, she ain't white. You could tell by her
Did
arms
you
she dark skinned. It's just a flash on her ankles.
Did you draw an extra arm?
This
Or
is
is
the
that
real
a scar-
photo.
or is that a scarf?
This is a
No,
screenshot.
that's her clothing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's her clothing.
she don't look like she faring well at all.
Yeah.
Like if there was ever a picture of a loser, this is it, because she is losing bad. Who took the picture?
Well, somebody was there recording. So we have that recording. Now I took the decency to I edited the video to blur out, because
This is what I do to you. Hey,
this is what I do to hoes that want to well, I know she meant run off, but ran off. Happy birthday, little bitch. So she went and she put the pause on this girl for her birthday. Now, again,
That's a hell of a birthday gift.
I have also done this.
You beat up somebody on their birthday?
Yes, on the bus stop, because she got me kicked out of school. So I swallowed her shit up, gave her them birthday licks right on her birthday. But
You're a terrible person.
go ahead and play the video, Tom.
Where that money, bitch? Where that money, bitch? Bro, bitch. I got the money. Watch out. See that, bitch. Watch out. All this cheap ass shit, bitch. Watch out. Watch out. Cheap ass bitch.
Yeah, so I blurred it so that y'all wouldn't see her like just getting stripped in the street. But that was a before shot. What we are seeing is the aftermath. Well, so I've seen a picture of the girl who it is. Like I was like she's a stripper because I saw her in a selfie from the strip club locker room. A lot of people had like mixed feelings about this because they feel like the girl who was beating her up was never her friend and was a hater because she picked her birthday to find her and beat her up.
Debts don't pick a day to get paid in this motherfucker. Ask a bill collector. Do they give a fuck that the 23rd is your birthday, or do they care that you ain't got this motherfucking money?
Yeah. So a lot of people feel like she bogus. She been feeling some type of way about her. That was some hater shit. She went and found her on her birthday. Like of all days, like you've been saying, if this is supposed to be your people and you know where she be at, but you waited until her birthday to catch her and do all of that, and then to like rip her out her clothes and shit.
So y'all think it's okay to owe motherfuckers money and not pay them?
Hmm?
Because that's what that sounds like. I'm a hater because I waited for your birthday. How about you a fuck nigga for not paying me? You had ample opportunity to pay me before your birthday.
And then she might be thinking, oh, bitch, you used my money for your birthday.
Right. So
that just added on.
You
to
think
it.
you gonna have a happy birthday? It's Merry Christmas in this motherfucker. And you lucky all you got was these motherfucking hands. Just saying.
And all I can say, like, bro, I can't just because, like I said, I have definitely, I've found motherfuckers for less.
Now, did she
way
go,
less.
Now, did she go overboard with stripping her out of her clothes? Possibility. You had already beat her up on her birthday. You didn't have to take what was left of her dignity.
She's a stripper. Her clothes come off easily.
I mean, very true, Tom.
Hey, we said I don't even want to hold to eat when they owe me money.
That is true though. Like when
Hey,
someone owe you, you don't want them to do anything until you get paid.
Like that, bro. Like, now you owe me $20.
Yeah, Kayla said, she over more than that. Got to pay for the rental and damages for the truck too, right? Because remember she crashed the truck.
Yep.
And whoever rents it can never rent from them again.
She was in the restroom at Casablanca. I'm surprised they let her in looking like a full street worker. So the girl who burned the truck was an action dog. Nah.
Actual hater, nigga. What did you just read?
I was answering it while reading it. Like, nah, that's not real. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We just did that one. I don't want to hold up ever eat. That's still funny. I don't care how you say that. He's stupid.
Yeah, that,
Getting washed on your birthday is crazy.
Because it does. It puts a brand new meaning to birthday licks. Because I actually I didn't beat her up on our birthday, but it was close enough to it that I asked her how she enjoyed them birthday licks because we had the exact same birthday. And she tried to use us having the exact.
We had? Is she dead?
She dead to me.
But not in real life.
No. I have to mentally I have to shut that part down.
I'm like, damn, nigga, you beat her up, then she died. That's crazy.
Nah, but like,
don't say it like it happened immediately afterwards.
She tried to use that to get herself out of this ass whooping. We got the same birthday. We shouldn't even be beefing.
Oh man, just saying. I mean, you probably should have thought about that before you did what you did. Because see, a lot of people feel like they just get beat up for no reason.
To people, and as a fellow Gemini, I know how slicker my mouth is, and I know that motherfucker is. Everybody can do that because not everybody can fight and back that shit up. So we know another Gemini. All they do is talk, and that nigga don't swing on nobody.
I don't know. He might be tough in his all right.
But
I ain't never seen no fight.
Bruh, we was all outside.
Not today.
Again, I ain't never seen him fight. Where was he fighting?
So we but that's what I'm saying. If it was in him, it would have activated at that moment. It wasn't in it.
And that's cool.
It activates.
It don't gotta be in you.
It don't gotta be, but you also can't always be fucking with people and talking crazy. That'd be the problem.
But when you used to,
That's like you, right? People don't know whether it's in you or not. They have no clue. But you also don't be going around fucking with people.
I do not bother people.
Now, if it just so happened that it wasn't in you and something went down, can't nobody really be like, oh man, all that nigga did is talk shit and he can't even whatever. And then if they find out that it is in you, see, bro, don't even be bothering nobody. That's what you did. See, you out here with the Rhea Ripley mask because you was out here fucking with that nigga. He don't be fucking with nobody. All dog want to do is eat his sweets and shit. And you found out it wasn't sweet because you ain't leaving the fuck alone.
Nigga walked in, yelled war games and threw hands.
That's how I want to walk in the Christmas party.
I got 2 $500 ass whoopings to hand out before I get rebaptized.
You know, Whitney gotta go.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You know, I picture you getting baptized. Like, you know how when you pre-boil the water for the noodles?
Shut up.
Like, as soon as she get in that motherfucker, just
Now they gonna do
them
it like
jacuzzi
that.
bubbles and shit.
At that point in time,
It
she's
look-
chilling.
It looked like they got jets under the water.
Might as well sit down and relax at that point.
I seen the baby get baptized. He dropped that motherfucker.
They not gonna pay you all that money.
How do you have 2 $500?
Now motherfuckers will play in your face if you let them. Should have paid her money. Now look at you, beat up and going to jail.
What's a $500 ass whooping? I imagine that's more than this $400 ass whooping that we just witnessed.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because when you think about it like that, it's like, so you know how, perfect example. You've had bitches trying to sell you pussy in your inbox.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, all right, what all is included? But it's $50. What all is included with this $500 ass whooping?
Right.
Like, is a curb stomp included, or is that in debts over 1,000? Like, what is the
where's
tier here?
Where's the line from? So we what is the tier?
Because it's like, you know how they will let you steal a certain amount of money because once you hit that threshold, it then becomes a felony.
Yeah, I think Walmart things like $500-$600.
Yeah, so
After that is a felony.
yeah, so they'll let you rack up shit because they want to be able to charge you more. So then it's like you looking at it like, okay, well, I know it's included here. If I'm under this amount, then it's just, you know, it's a fine. But at this point, I'm facing jail time. So now you're really looking at it like, okay, at what is the threshold I need to stay under to not just have a full-on assault? Like maybe get slapped around a little bit, but I ain't getting choked out on camera.
Would definitely sound like that comes with assault. That's definitely jail time if you caught. If it's $500, and the fact that she said she got 2 of them. Now we don't know because she hasn't divulged. Maybe it's the same person, and it's like $500 a piece. So that's $1,000 ass whooping, which
So
means
she in felony status.
that's definitely jail time.
She said $5 equal them and they granny.
Bro, you gotta relax.
Told you she gotta go. We can't come back next
Them
week.
and their granny, bro. You can't beat up the elderly.
I don't know, fam. These grannies are like 36 now.
I don't think you should be hanging out with nobody that's a grandma at 36.
One, there's a lot of people I went to school with that are grandmas at 36.
What time y'all was house back then?
Oh,
Yeah, nigga, you included.
I wasn't a hoe back then.
Oh, so you a hoe now.
I'm not a hoe now. I was hoe in the middle. It's the difference. Got to pick and choose your hoe time.
You know,
Got to maximize your hoism.
you know, and now that you say that, like I posted about this on social media before, but I feel like the whole timeline is actually backwards.
Oh, like the MCU?
Like people feel like you are supposed to get your whole years out early. So they feel like there's a thing where it's like you're too old to be a hoe at a certain point once you reach a certain age. But I honestly feel like those are the best hoeing years because you're wasting your hoe years early when y'all really don't even really know what fucking is.
Don't know what you want.
You don't know what you want. You don't really know what you're doing. Like, a lot of my early fucking on, like fucking was just like I was just getting humped on.
I feel like there's levels to it too.
Like there was nothing invigorating about it.
See, I feel like for the people who feel like you should get your whole shit out when you're younger, it's nasty when you're younger because now you look ran through. Because you're not really properly home, you just fucking
Getting fucked
and
on.
letting niggas fuck you. See how you get older and you could be more involved and more in tune. It's just with time comes age, and with age comes wisdom. You learn a lot more shit when you're 40 versus out here trying to do shit at 20.
Right. And I feel like if I'm going to gain a whole label, I would rather it be off of some good dick. Right.
Or just
So now you talking about some, oh, well, she don't deserve to be wife because, you know, she fucked this many people at this age. Meanwhile, we're thinking like, bro, I don't even see how that shit counted, to be quite honest, because I didn't even know what a fucking orgasm was until I was 25 or this age. But you judging me off of shit when I was fucking 18, 19 or like freshman year of college.
I feel like
freshman year
your
Air
level
Force.
of hoe should advance the older you get if that's the time you still want to be on. So I feel like at 25,
Because I think we talked about this with AJ Johnson.
I feel like if in your 20s you fucking for an outfit or to get your hair done type shit, at 40 you should be fucking for a trip. Make that motherfucker take you somewhere that the next nigga can't just go out and do. That's the type of shit you should be fucking for at 40. Not, oh my God, he bought me some tennis shoes. If I can still get vagina with buying you Jordans and we all fucking 40 plus, we're doing this wrong.
Go ahead and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, we're doing this wrong.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So when you 40, start fucking for them Bahama trips. That's what you need to be a hoe for.
I ain't had mine yet, but now I'm reevaluating my life. Yeah. So when I went into mine, I started getting paid off rip for it.
That's I got paid off my whole face. You're not wrong.
Absolutely.
So
mine ain't even complete yet. It's just it's on
wild thing to
pause.
say out loud, but
It's on pause.
I paused the subscription.
It's like a 9-month pause.
Something like that. And you know what? Honestly, I feel like I shouldn't even be paused because niggas pay a lot for pregnant content. I feel like I should be racking up.
That's nasty.
And at this point,
very nasty.
they try to judge. I'm like, how did you get put through college? Okay.
I'm judging.
No.
Niggas who don't need to be
Dog.
judging
I don't
nobody.
give a fuck if they did or not.
Niggas don't got no education.
Because I kind of hope that he would be the type to like sue me for custody and shit. Like she's unfit because she was doing porn while she was whatever. Take this motherfucker now. I'd be the next Miss B Nasty in this motherfucker paying him child support.
Oh, she going through some shit. I was just like, she going through some shit right now.
I will pay you child support. Take it. Because I'm almost. I'm up here. I'm almost an empty nester. I was almost there.
I was laughing about that the
I feel
other
like my
day.
family would judge me.
For doing porn?
Nah, but like if I ever was like in a situation where
That's
it was
fine.
like
You should be like Sugar Bear.
baby mama, baby daddy type drama, and my baby mama was like, I wanted full custody, I wouldn't fight her. And I feel like the rest of my family was like, nah, why? That's bogus. Nah, why?
Well, no, not necessarily. Like because
I ain't saying
her having full custody doesn't make you a deadbeat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't saying I'm not gonna take care of little folks.
Because most people like here, I know for the most part, joint custody has been pretty much automatic for as long as I've been having kids. They automatically award joint custody, but primary placement goes with the mom unless it's some other shit going on.
9 out of 9 days, have at it.
But yeah, you ain't gonna be no deadbeat. You know how? Because all you do is take care of other people's kids.
Brace that bad. Fuck off.
Shit.
Yes, it's on pause. I had mine before social media and camera phone, so technically it never happened. I know that's
She
right.
might be right there.
Who just said that?
Might be.
I know that's right.
She said it.
Oh well, you look old enough to be out here like that.
Yeah, because there's a point where it's like there's a guy on my friends list, and I'm only like 80% sure that I smashed him at one point.
I'm so fucking sick of you. You're not wrong, because there's a lot of men that definitely have women on their timeline that they can't remember they smashed or not.
Yeah, like this was like AOL chat days. Like yeah, like y'all be chatting up and shit. Then y'all do like a little video chat and see what each other look like and shit.
I know you, but I
don't know where I know you from.
Yeah.
And then you gotta ask, did we sleep together? And you don't want to, because then it's like, if it's yes, now you feel bad that you really don't remember who it is.
Hey man, some people don't got memorable.
Last night was a culminating evening celebrating my empty nestness. I am sorry you're starting over. Well, see, the good thing with me is, oh, absolutely, you definitely old.
Shit.
Pre-digital hoeing is definitely old.
Super old.
Pre-digital hoeing.
That's analog hoeing at this point.
You know what I mean? You got me by at least 10 years.
Analog hoeing sounds egregious.
Like that before the internet? Crazy word.
I mean, you was getting beat.
Yeah, because and like I said, like I was fucking back then, but it wasn't nothing about it was fulfilling. Like it was just like
Fucking
we thought each other looked good. We was, dating or whatever, and then it was just shit we did. Cause
fucking before the internet sounded like you had to set the play up like the night before.
So fucking before the internet,
like you had to set
a lot of payphone loving, bro.
Like,
a lot of
like
payphone loving.
Put this play in like at least 2 days in advance.
So you had to talk about it before y'all went out that y'all was gonna meet up.
Like
y'all had to go to the same club.
There was no apps. We had to communicate on the telephone, and if it wasn't the telephone, then like I said, it was like AOL chat room or some shit like that. I'm not even 40 yet, y'all. Chill out. Exactly, and I am 40. That's how I know how old it is.
So wait, how is you
pen and paper home?
How was you hoeing?
Because if you're not 40 yet,
how was you getting your shit off?
Hey, you got some explaining to do, man. How young did you start on your fucking trips?
Are you not? Maybe you're not like considering certain things as social media, but it still count. Like Black Planet and MySpace and all that shit. All of that was still social media.
Started all this shit.
Because for me, PAX was the shit, and then they turned it into Blink, and it went to hell.
Yeah, see, I didn't jump into the social media world until I got MySpace, but I was only on MySpace. I was trying to be famous, trying to be a rapper.
Yeah, no, Black Planet where it all started.
Yeah, and like during like the MySpace and Black Planet shit, like that was like I had like my modeling stuff going on then, so it was like
is that
the
where
profiles and
pictures came from?
Yeah, yeah, because
hey,
I airbrushed them out.
Them top 8s.
Yes, I've seen a lot of people whole relationship end because they wasn't in the top 8.
Listen,
I'm glad Facebook don't do no bullshit like that.
That was the smartest thing Facebook could
okay,
do.
not before the internet, just before niggas was able to get it without them CDs.
Damn.
Remember niggas you had to get the fucking CDs in the mail and shit.
But the CDs kept coming though.
That was when the internet first started.
What was that? Netgear,
Net Zero.
Net Zero.
I feel like AOL came with a CD in the
Yeah.
AOL was all CD. Them shits came. The updates were a new CD in the mail every other week.
Email address was long as a motherfucker with that at sbcglobal.net.
That was at Yahoo. That was the Yahoo one when you went through AT&T.
Yeah, we definitely had to at sbcglobal.net.
There's still some old people that still use that email address.
The fact that at one point in time in life we could not.
Damn, you was out here giving up the dial-up pussy.
Damn.
Yo.
At least give it up at DSL.
Dial-up pussy is crazy.
Ooh.
How many megahertz is that?
Nigga, that's not even megahertz, bro. That shit was kilobytes. That shit was slow. That dog, you out here trying to mac a chick through AOL Messenger and a phone call then came in, and then you can't get back in the group.
That's that LimeWire loving.
That was always had a virus. I don't want that loving.
I thought that was BearShare.
That sounds.
BearShare is wild. That's some freaky shit.
No,
it's a legitimate app, but now that's a completely different website.
Yeah. Yeah.
You so freaky ass nigga.
BearShare is crazy.
Hey. Put your comment on the screen. because I can only read it from a certain angle.
My rib.
Like you had to have a digital camera at the club with you and then get on the actual computer and upload the pictures just to be able to upload your profile picture. Yes.
Yes.
Yo, carrying a digital camera
I had
to the
Yes.
hangout spot.
I had a little small
is
one.
I used to
nasty
have a
work.
wristlet. I had the little wristlet. I had the Canon joint. It was mom's. So, because remember, back in the day, mom used to always go to all them fucking banquets. She used to win all them awards and shit. So I would take her camera and like wear it around my wrist and she'd take all the pictures. Then I come home and I upload them. And then she finally bought me my own little digital camera. So it wasn't worth the damn though. Like it didn't hold that many pictures. Like it was super thin. It was like a little cheap one. So you can like take pictures with it, but it's like you couldn't take that many before the fucking memory would fill up and you would have to hurry up and offload them onto the computer. And that's definitely how I was doing my profile pics.
That's why I used to love to work at Radio Shack because you easily go in the back and get a free memory card, get the little digital camera.
When we were at wrestling, what was that, 2 weeks ago? There was a guy in a row right in front of us, and he had, remember the disposable Kodak joints. Bro, I didn't even know that those were still a thing.
Yeah, they still make them.
But yeah, he had the disposable Kodak joint. So he had his phone doing one, but then he would take like actual still shots with the little disposable joint.
He probably got like a picture book at home that he puts that shit in.
Good. You could, but it's like at this point you can literally like you can just plug it up
Plug
to the
your phone up
situation in Walgreens,
Man.
or they have an email address right at the thing for you to send the pictures to and then print it out right away. See, I've been thinking about buying a digital camera again. You know what? With the capacities of our phones, I feel like digital cameras can't really fuck with our phones at this point.
I keep telling everybody keep asking me, what do I need to start a podcast? You got a phone? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Everything there.
Because it used to be a point where it's like the front camera was so fuzzy.
Digital cameras back in the days used to have shitty ass cameras. If you go back and find a digital camera right now, I guarantee you the quality of that camera is half of what your front camera might be now.
Bro, digital cameras back then was like 2 megapixels.
Right. 3 megapixels.
And
you thought you was the shit if you had an 8 megapixel.
And video chatting was so weird because it's like it would lag so bad because the resolution was
garbage.
Yeah, the resolution wasn't that good. And at the time, like my man was in the service and he would always video chat me through like the little Yahoo Messenger or whatever. And it's like he's overseas and then I'm on his cheap ass fucking camera, but we made it work.
Going to Walgreens to get your news developed is crazy.
Oh, but they've done it.
I'm pretty sure
they've done it. I've definitely.
That's wild business.
Definitely.
Do you still have to develop them at Walgreens?
The other sister
taking your freaky camera roll to Walgreens is crazy.
The other sister that she worked at Walgreens and I think that may have motivated her.
You just start shaking out.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta see something to throw some.
I mean, because she worked at the Walgreens not that far from Silk, so it's possible.
Silk still
my mama wrote. I just noticed my mom wrote me at 7:45. To my girl, you up, ma'am? I have been going out the house since 7 o'clock.
That's how you know she don't come out the basement unless she have to.
Dog. Are you up? I'm not even here.
Right, like
you know they make instant cameras still.
But I didn't go out of the front door either, so maybe she didn't hear.
The girls got instant ones right now. The ones you pull out things and you got to shake it till it develops.
It look, you know, when they being like them little photo booths making little funny faces and shit. It's basically a printout on a strip like that. Yeah. They've been having those for a while. They had like little fun cams like that. Yeah, that's what because they used to come in like different colors and shit.
Yeah, they got two. Both of them got one. For some odd reason, my mom went and bought Lily like a whole podcasting kit for no reason.
Yeah, I have a couple of those strips of me and him because we were at Up Down taking pictures in the booth.
She went to start her own YouTube channel. And I'm like, she got to earn a YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden, my mom just bought her all this shit. Y'all got to stop doing that.
They support the dream.
Right. But can she earn the dream first?
No.
Damn, maybe she's trying to be future culture creator.
I want her to be, but I also want her to get her grades up. So just in case content creating don't go through, you can still at least go be a bilingual call center worker.
Grades first, because I'm definitely gonna end up like Jelly Bean if she don't get her shit together, I'm definitely gonna swap her name out on that cruise. It's gonna be me and you, bro.
What the hell's
Cruising
going on
around the
with Beans?
Caribbean, huh?
What's going on with Beans?
Procrastinating too much,
Maybe school ain't her jam.
and she's not.
That year threw her off.
Well, and I tried to give her the benefit of doubt from that initially, but I see it's priorities. So I had to change some shit. I'm like, when you come in, I don't even want you to look at your phone. You come in, you get you something to eat, whatever. Hop on your homework and shit. After that, you can YouTube wherever you want to do. But you spend too much time cackling and shit and browsing videos and shit. And then I wake up to piss in the middle of the night. It's 3-4 in the morning. You in there on your laptop doing homework that you should have did when you first fucking came home.
Is she a night owl though?
Eh,
Because her mind
Kinda.
might work better at night. Like I
Kinda.
get the logic of you won't like let's do
Well,
this
no.
shit now and be done. But sometimes some people just their brain don't kick in until like
Well,
late.
see, if she was doing that and her work was getting turned in, I'm like, if it works, it works.
Okay, so she not turning shit in on top of it.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that
I tried Beans. I tried.
no, because I get it. Because how long have y'all known me and how long have I been like my body's been on a third shift schedule?
Right.
I've tried to regulate it throughout the year. Sometimes it'd be cool, but then it's like it goes right back to that.
Oh, you know that baby gonna be on a third shift schedule too now, right?
No,
Watch.
no, opposite. Because I was third shift with both of the girls, they slept all day long. It's like because I'm up and moving around through the night, it's like it's rocking baby to sleep. So then being born, they're so used to me being up at night and then being rocked to sleep and moving throughout the day. That's kind of like the schedule that it be on.
See, and Tiana's the opposite because with Teresa carried her while working third shift. Tiana likes to stay up late. She won't. She sleeps all day.
But now, as they're older, both of them are night owls. But like as babies, no, they slept through the night. It was fine. Roll over, pop a titty in their mouth, and they go back to sleep.
Well, you got a son, so
But yeah, as over,
that nigga gonna be. I feel bad for that nigga. A house full of women.
oh, here,
Somebody at your door.
huh?
Somebody at your door. Who G Films?
At my door.
You said who here?
I didn't say who here. I said, well, here.
What you gonna name him? Junior.
There's already a junior. Well, actually,
That's
not
why I
a
said
junior.
junior.
It's a third.
Look, Brian
technically junior,
Brian
junior, 'cause
McKnight
he's a
already
junior.
had a junior, and they didn't stop him. I don't know because it's with her.
Nah.
It's with her.
She wouldn't do that to the other.
She wouldn't do that, but that don't mean that may not. It may cross his mind.
You can go ahead and slap that on the screen since you keep bothering me.
What you said? Oh, what's this? Let me look at it first.
I didn't tell you to do all that. I told you to put it on the screen.
I had to make sure it's visible.
Make sure it's age appropriate.
You don't be sending bullshit.
Yes, you do.
I don't. Don't
What
at
if,
all.
what if school just like not Jelly Bean Jam?
It is her jam.
Yeah,
That's the crazy
she's
part.
just
She loves school. I
yeah,
love
like
her
she
tribal
hasn't. One thing that I will say is a problem, like that has consistently been a problem,
Is she faster than everybody else?
is
Yeah, is
she
smarter
has
and
a,
she bored.
no, she has a problem asking for help.
Oh, that's TT.
So there are times when she should be able to, just say, hey, if I don't, yeah. So you see that? Does that say anything about a boy?
Hey, these things, just because they can't see, he may be a grower, not a shower. Okay. It works here. You know how many times people have said that this was what they was having, and then when the baby's here, it's not.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be mad either. He would be the one that's crying and shit.
I'm just saying.
Because he has threatened me several
This nigga
times
wild.
to say that if it is a boy,
It's a boy.
he's going to fight me.
Why?
And because he has a boy
So,
and he really wants his girl.
but you want a boy.
And me, I said, well, I did until I really, really had to think about stuff. I've already successfully raised 2 girls. I know how to deal with them. I don't know how to deal with a boy. And as far as male figures, I have y'all. Okay. I have y'all.
We not bad people.
I have y'all.
We not
And
bad people. Hold on, time out. Like
I have y'all.
What the fuck that
And
mean? No, time out. What do the fuck
Well,
that mean?
I
it
mean,
means
We
collectively,
not bad people.
but if you look at the whole lot of the men,
especially the ones who are excited, like Maul and Monte,
That you having a boy? And that they want you to have a boy.
they're already saying nephew because they
Facts.
want it to be a boy.
I would like for it to be a boy.
And initially,
I don't want Reed to be my nephew.
but she is.
I know.
You can't just own her now.
No, I would like for Reed to just be the niece.
She can no. She's made up her mind.
no, but in order to like, if I really had to sit and I'm like, I have an all-female household. Do I
Right.
really want to change that dynamic? I get
It's not up
we,
to you.
we walk around exactly how we want to. Like niggas just pass ass naked through and don't worry about nothing.
No, don't do that.
Everything's fine. Like
But
we don't
if-
have to worry about that.
But if you have a boy, it's gonna change. You gotta put some pants on.
And then it's like
It does change
Unless you
everything.
want him just out here third legging.
so
You probably would.
having that, and then it's like, okay, if stuff is going on, well, you got 2 older sisters who've been through it already, who can guide you through that because they know already.
But technically, if you have a boy, he have both now.
It's
Does
just
he have an older brother and an older sister?
it's something about the shut up. First of all, it's something about your youngest being a boy.
He wasn't talking about Reed. He will have an actual older brother.
No, I
Nigga.
was talking about
He
Reed.
was talking about Reed.
Bro,
He said you have both. You have an older brother and an older sister.
Yeah.
Keeps calling Reed a boy.
Is she not?
His name Ray.
I won't call her Ray.
What boy? If she asked you to call her Ray,
Then she'd be Ray if that's what she wanted.
my name is Ron.
Reed doesn't like to be labeled. She's one of those.
Oh, she gender neutral.
Like she just
She just exists.
yeah.
I feel you. I fuck with it.
But she has boy tendencies, but she don't want to be
But
labeled.
Back to outside of them 2 niggas, I feel like you have great male figures. Then there's Uncle Carl.
Yeah, but he old, bro, because I'm
And-
old.
And if anything, we would definitely show little folks what not to do.
That is true.
He gonna have a crash course in how not to treat people, how not to treat people of the opposite sex on top of that.
Oh, and he has so many sisters and cousins and older girls that would be around him.
To put him on game,
You're like,
to make
little
he
nigga.
stay in pocket.
Right.
He ain't gonna be straight.
It'll be
Yeah.
good.
And then look what they be pissing all on the seat and shit. This is a lot.
And then,
Yo, you be squirting
then-
all on the seat.
and
So
then-
what's the
No,
difference?
I don't.
and then look at the crew of kids that he will have to run with.
Who? Actually, you'll be young, so he'll be
look,
behind.
We send him to hang out with the Walker sisters' kids.
I was gonna say, I'm like, and then it's like, and that's another thing. There are no boys for him to play with. Everybody has girls. He would be the only boy.
Everybody stair step too, though.
And then what happens? It's like, okay, now I'm raising a Stephen because there's no boys for him.
But you'll know right away if you like titties or not.
Facts.
So you'll
My
know if
girls like titties. I breastfeed my kids. They are addicted to titties.
they're addicted
I
to
don't,
more.
I don't think you'd be raising a tomato.
I don't. Yeah.
I already did.
That's true.
This one will have his dad in his life.
Well, yeah, but
That's the difference with the other one.
Right.
Daddy wasn't there
His
to
daddy-
take me to the fair.
his daddy be acting soft too.
That's why her dad is. You see what I'm saying? He just sensitive.
well, you know what? Because he has access to my Amazon account.
He just been
Um,
buying shit.
Yes. So, like, I've looked.
Hey, do you think you possibly breeding a cancer?
No, I think she got an Aries coming.
No, no cancer, no cancer.
You sure?
Positive.
I don't know.
But
I'm feeling late June.
like
How many months are you?
my
Or you just don't know?
No, what it is I am not disclosing it to anybody because I don't want anybody watching and waiting for me to pop this baby out. Y'all will know when
You
y'all
do
know.
a whole podcast.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like
When niggas start
people have asked, like,
realizing
well,
you
when you
ain't
do,
here
when you
2
do, when
weeks
you
in a
do,
row.
and it's just how I just decide. Like I just popped out and whatever. Like that's y'all go. I'm gonna pop out. Well, y'all will know because like when it's time, y'all will get. Hey, she just went in. But
July 2nd. That's what we aiming for.
You don't want that one. You don't want it nowhere near your actual date because guess what? From now on, that's the one that they will care about, not you. Fuck you. You old now.
hey, that's
Nobody cares now.
I was gonna say that's show how we do, mama.
Man.
Because my mama's 60th birthday is next year. All we talking about is returns 21.
Damn.
Man.
This trumps you.
Man.
Because there's so many people's birthdays around TT, but that's all they care about is TT birthday.
They don't give a fuck about Jazz no more.
Completely forgot that Teresa's mom birthday is literally one day before Tiana's, but we planning what we gonna do for Tiana. Everybody is.
Who the fuck cares about an adult birthday?
Other adults when it revolves around drinking.
I don't even do that on my birthday.
My birthday's on a fucking Wednesday, so I am going somewhere who has dollar wings.
Oh, I got the perfect place we can go for wing night.
Oh, I already got me one. It's a beautiful place.
They're so good.
Beautiful place.
So good.
We could even pod there, one.
Flavors
She said she'll give me the keys to let me pod.
Tone, did you
So, woman, you know?
upload last week's pod?
Sound like I don't want to do
Upload last week's pod.
That's what they just asked.
Yeah, I did.
See, Shanice said I ain't post my baby until after he was 2 months. And that's gonna be me. People ain't go.
Hey, why are you asking that on the show? Ask that shit off air. You know my inbox. Send it to the-
No.
Like Mimi's reaction to when you fuck up shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, it was a holiday. The fuck?
That's what I got for you.
You're like, it's the holidays. Calm
The
down.
holiday was Thursday.
I swear I
You
dropped
post on
it.
Tuesdays.
The audio was up for show.
It's a holiday on Tuesday.
No, but I still had to work Tuesday and Wednesday.
Sorry to hear that.
Kids had to go to school Tuesday and Wednesday.
My kids did not go to school Tuesday and Wednesday.
They had
They ass was in
Why
the
would you
bed
take your kids to school that week?
because they got tests and shit to do
yeah.
and pick up school photos.
They wouldn't do
And my bad.
Like, yo, you always do that. Shut up. You and Denise always publicizing some shit.
Well, because they
You really
actually
trust the
But
person.
no, it was the audio. I know for a fact the audio up. The video may not have been replayed. That I'll take an L for
Look, bro,
because nobody
she
videos got
just said
replayed.
She had a whole phase before the internet. Do you really trust a person like that?
Actually, them the ones I trust the most. Cause you want to know why they know how to keep quiet.
She clearly
I was
don't.
finna say this nigga think his shit wasn't mostly for the fucking internet.
You don't see me? Did you see
He
me
was-
picking fun
He
with her?
probably had the whole phase with the Apple green screen, bro.
I wish.
I mean, Tom did put us on cue parties.
Oregon Trail pussy might have been fire.
Sound like all white women.
That's why it might have been fire.
Just crazy. Well, since the theme of tonight has kind of been niggas getting they noodles knocked loose, there are
UFC.
two clips. They're not long clips, so it won't take us long to do this
I just want you to know that I was trying to figure out what the fuck this clips was all about.
whatsoever. But it was really just disturbing me
You
how
got niggas getting slapped in the power slap.
like
Just
how crazy my algorithm is that these like popped up.
popped up. That's what we're gonna go with.
Literally at this point. So go ahead and show the first one. Cause wait. Juan, I want you to watch this video and tell me what would be your reaction to this happening to you during the fight.
All right, let's see the video.
Recognize, I mean, honestly, it was Shurigan trying the leg lock that started this.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, you seen the punch, but you didn't see what was going on at first.
Wait, what? Time out. What else? Whoa.
Watch the circle.
All right. Play.
Recognize, I mean, honestly, it was Shurigan trying the leg lock that started this.
Wait, was he putting his?
Yes,
Was he putting his
yeah.
dick on his knee?
he was slapping him.
So remember earlier in the show when I talked about how niggas like make it thump on you and shit, and they trying to like test them 1, 2. the caption say, bro using everything he got because he was hitting him with his dick. He was making his dick jump and hitting him with it. So bro punched him in the. Is that the bread basket, Tone?
No, that's the dick.
Is the stomach.
The bread basket
Right.
is the fupa. Is the fupa.
Right. I thought that's where he punched him. He didn't punch him in the dick.
He looked like
It looked like he
Play,
hit him in the
play it
dick.
one more time. I think he punched him like right above it. Like right above like the public area.
Recognize, I mean, honestly, it was Turgon trying the leg lock that started this.
He hit him in the dick. He hit him in the dick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be wearing a cup.
Hey, if I got you in a chokehold and you hit me in the dick mid-fight, I gotta tap out right there. Like, it's over. I don't want to fight anymore.
Tapping him is the reason why we got here.
Like, bruh, he was hitting you with
I
his
was making
dick.
the dick pulsate. That's nasty.
So wait, am I the guy? So am I the guy that punched him in the dick, or am I the guy that got punched in the
Look at this.
No,
point in
you
time,
were
your
the guy
choice.
on top in control of the fight. And
who was in control?
And
The
all of
person in that whole headlock.
and all of a sudden, you feel dog dick just constantly tapping you during this fight.
Oh, he was justified to punch him in the nuts. And was Herb Dean the referee?
I don't know.
Because if I punch you in the nuts and then you let me go, oh, I'm coming back with the elbow like right across the face, like I'm gonna knock you out at this point.
So,
And I'm gonna get the DQ because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to punch niggas in the nuts in a UFC fight.
well, to be clear, it could have been like if it wasn't for the fact that dog dick was jumping, he might have got away with it because you can't really see where you punching, and you could have been like, you could say, I thought he, yeah.
Yeah, he was into it.
But like, what's your reaction to like you mid fight and a nigga dick is just?
Oh,
I might have to end the fight. I
you
might.
know how
Like, do you forfeit?
I
you
might
know how
have
when
to.
Like, bro, you got it.
You know how when Brock Lesnar, like when it's go time, like he take the gloves off? Like mid-fight is bare knuckle time. Cause why do you think it's okay? This is sexual harassment. This is rape at this point, bro.
Bare knuckle brawl after that.
Yeah, like bro, why you dick hopping on my thigh meat, fam? What you on?
No hoes draws.
Bro, where are you getting this from?
He just got these motherfucking ethical UFC trunks on.
Now go ahead and play the next one because what is going on in the cage these days?
Where's Rampage?
Decision, but you gotta be careful. All been by unanimous decision, but you gotta be careful.
It's one face. Wait, you gotta turn the camera on one face, bro. It's too late.
Oh, the crazy part is I can always go back and clip just the camera only.
Bruh, you just your face.
You look so just. You were
Because
so
I was
upset.
trying to figure out where he was taking the culture. Because I mean, on one hand, that is definitely out of pocket as fuck. But on another hand, in a UFC fight, I believe that move is legal.
Yeah.
Is it possible? For sure. But I believe what he did was legal. So after I kind of pelvic thrust you, it's time to hop on your ass. Oh my God, phrasing. But
Pause.
yeah, pause. Pretty much.
Pause.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what was the outcome. Because he looked like he rolled. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. UFC is
It's
crazy.
you know what that remind me of? Like back in the day, like the basement parties and shit. And you just be holding your guy up, and then he do that one hard one because he trying to knock the girl over and shit.
Absolutely. That's,
But yeah,
that was Brazilian. I'm pretty sure they never been to a basement party.
Yeah, for me to see both of those, like in
One.
the short time frame that I did, that was just so
You
funny to
really
me, and I want to
think-
share it with y'all.
That a Brazilian has never been to a basement party.
Not the ones that we used to go to.
I'm saying.
Their basement party usually full of post ops.
I'm just saying. No, because there was that one chick from the Brazilian world who did the same dance every time. Look, bro, Brazilian porn always ends in anal no matter what. So they've been to basement parties.
That's a fact.
And they always do that weak ass little side to side little bob and shit because
Yeah.
they don't speak English.
That's racist.
They always getting
They
picked up
don't.
at some. They always getting picked up at some restaurant or outside some grocery store.
Now, this next video,
They understand money.
Juan
course, everybody do.
actually showed this video in a group a long time ago, and I kept forgetting to bring it up. And I wanted to talk about it because I feel like I understand why everybody is looking like the fuck like this bitch, but I feel like I understand what she may have been trying to say, and I'll try to explain that after we watch the video. So go ahead and play.
First one.
Yeah, Kendra.
I matched with a doctor on a dating app.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A lot of women want a doctor, so this should work out well.
And I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals?
His goals? What?
I'm a doctor.
He's a doctor.
And he was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are.
Content with where they are? He's a doctor.
Being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing.
Did she say ambition? Do you know how hard it is to become a doctor? What is wrong with this lady? It takes years to become a doctor. You saying he ain't got no ambition? Do you know why I'm not a doctor right now? Because I didn't want to do what I have to do to become a doctor. People only work 3 jobs when they don't make enough on their one job. If he's a doctor / surgeon, he probably makes enough to only work 1 job. Can't we just close dating for like a year? Just close it. Just lock the doors. Nobody date for like a year. Just shut it down. Let's just regroup and just change some things around because this ain't working, man. This is not working.
First of all, he could have shut up. I didn't need him.
Right. Now, she said that, it wasn't a money thing. But like I said, I feel like I actually understand what she may have been trying to say. But it could be because y'all know that my mind tends to work in a weird way. So I could have just processed it differently. But I think it was like with him stalling at her saying like, okay, well, what are your goals? And him stalling like, well, why do I need goals? And I'm a doctor kind of thing.
I think he was more so confused by the question.
Because like, even as a doctor, you can still have goals. Like you could have a career goal is to be the first one to like invent like a certain groundbreaking procedure, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you want to be the chief of a hospital, one day or some shit. Maybe you want to be Bailey. Maybe you want to be Dr. Bailey.
But I think that's where he was confused at by the question, because being a doctor is a goal that everybody says as their kids. And then we've seen enough medical shows to know getting to that point ain't easy. Like, as much as Dr. Strange was a fucking asshole, he was the best at what he did, and I guarantee you it wasn't easy for him to get to that point. So I guess he was more so confused. It's like, why are you asking me?
Ain't folks name like Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes.
He had no choice but to be a doctor.
That's not the...
What else could he do with his life?
You know what? You're right, because he was also, I think he was Doctor Who. No, he was Sherlock Holmes as well too.
Like, what else? Benedict.
So we had 2 MCU niggas being Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, that was a whole big joke about it. 2 MCU niggas being Sherlock Holmes.
Damn, he was Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, but it's like she didn't even have to, like, she didn't even necessarily say like it had to be career goals either. She just said like, what are your goals?
But I think
so he could have like even put personal goals in there. Like maybe you want to retire by a certain
but I
age.
think her validation.
I feel like when if I is some should just be like in the realm of like, what do you mean type shit. Because I feel like if you are a basketball player and I don't phrase the question right, it could fuck you up. Now, if I say, what are your goals? And the motherfucker will be looking at me like, well, I wanted to be a basketball player as a child. I made it to the NBA. I think I've accomplished my goal.
But if you ask Giannis that question, we know that nigga's gonna elaborate and be like, right. I want to be MVP for the next 40 years to come.
Right.
And I want to, work hard and provide.
Some people don't process shit some people don't process shit the way you want them to, and then some people don't phrase it.
Right. And that's one of those things where I feel like that's why I understand
Both.
what she was saying, because if you get it, you get it. And the fact that he didn't understand what she meant about goals.
Like, bitch, I'm a doctor already. That
right. It was
goal.
like
that was the goal.
That was
like
his
being,
goal.
being a,
Right, that was
like
my goal,
by
I'm a
him
doctor.
saying like being a doctor ain't enough. Like I understood why she was like, all right, well, this ain't gonna work because I have a completely different thing. Because okay,
But also at the same time, it doesn't sound like she even attempted to expand the question. Because maybe if you said, well, no, when I mean goals, I mean like what is
what's
your
your
aspiration?
professional goal?
What's your ambition? Like now that you've made it here, what's the next level for this? Like you became a doctor.
Because by the way you answered it, I already know that you're not on what I'm on.
Well, at the same time, he's a doctor.
The fact that you asked me and said, well, is being a doctor not enough? I already know that we ain't a match. Because,
but she also,
because if that was the case, if we were on the same wavelength, that wouldn't have had to be explained.
But she validated the question by saying, I work 3 jobs because I don't like. So you got to look at like what you're saying, and your examples also have to match up too. Because if you was like, well, I was at this job, it didn't fulfill this. I hit the glass ceiling, so now I want to go to my next goal. Compared to like,
right? You just said I got 3 jobs, and that motherfucker said I'm a doctor.
And then you say it wasn't about money. It was like, well, then now you need to elaborate, expand.
But she's expanding more to the lady she's talking to.
Yeah, I get
but once
that.
he was like, well, what, being a doctor ain't enough? And it's like, if we were on the same type of time, you wouldn't have asked me that question. That wouldn't have been your response. You would have immediately went into, oh, well, that's just like a lawyer.
But
people have a goal to be a lawyer, right?
Right.
But then you may be like, all right, you know what? Well, I want to be the district attorney. And then from that district attorney, I want to be able to run for president of the United States. Like, there are different things. And then, okay, perfect example. Rihanna is a billionaire because she did not stop at music, right? She didn't stop at makeup. She's now doing lingerie. Who knows what the fuck else she is going to do? She had goals to do other things. So her being a billionaire and making a certain amount of money and already having a career doesn't mean that her goals stopped.
But I think, okay, your brain is big and it's open and you think outside the box. I believe his reaction to what
Don't be judging my accent, man.
No, I'm saying I believe his reaction to what she was saying was just the thought process of how some women move the goalposts. And there's a lot of women that move the goalposts when it comes to dating, which is why the response was, well, he said he was a doctor. So he was like, okay, being a doctor not good enough for women nowadays? Like, what is it that women really want from niggas when it comes to dating? So I'm a doctor. That's not cool. You feel like I don't got no ambition because I personally stopped at being a doctor.
After 12 years of trying to get here.
I accomplished being a doctor. I was like, cool, end all be all, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a doctor. So who are you to sit on the other side of the table and be like, yo, folk, you a doctor, you ain't got no ambition. That was the ambition. That was my goal. It was to be a doctor. I accomplished that.
I just think that she should have added a little bit more to what was being asked.
See, and I think because it's like, as soon as I heard it, like I said, it could just be because my mind works completely different.
I just felt like it was more of a reference to how, so not even just women, just people in general, they move the goalposts when it comes to dating.
Kayla in the comments, what'd she say?
Doctors still have goals and aspirations. My boss wanted to be a dean. He was working towards it. I really think that she just did not ask the question properly, or she gave up without trying to figure out where it was going.
But we got to look at, like, his response is not directly to what she is saying. I mean, it is, but it ain't. Like, she not talking to him per se. His video is responding to the video that she had already put out. Right. So that was a conversation she was having with Shorty, and her preferences are her preferences. But just don't tell a nigga who worked his whole life
who just all
I'm saying is having a great career does not mean that goals and the desire for growth automatically become non-existent. Like, it depends on the person, and she's looking for a person who is always looking to climb a ladder.
Maybe,
cool.
but if you always
But
looking to climb a
don't
ladder,
tell a
you
nigga
can't enjoy
who
what
just
you
Like,
do.
look at Snoop. That nigga got his hands in every goddamn.
Because
Every
at
time you
this
turn
point
around,
in
you look at
time,
Snoop.
because what he was originally good at, he not good at.
Yeah,
no
now,
more.
that and the fact that Snoop at this moment in time, he's really just having fun. He just done got around the
Bro
right
is out here
people
fucking
who told
everything.
him, like, look, if you gonna go out here and go to the Olympics, at least find a way to get paid to go to the Olympics. Because this is what you want to do anyway. Martha Stewart educated that nigga like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. That was the greatest thing that happened to him.
But I think that's kind of like why my opinion differed from majority of others, because I feel like if you are a goal-oriented person, once you hear that, you got answers. You're not, oh, well, this not good enough. Like if somebody was to ask me, like, well, Mimi, what's your goals? I can tell you what my goals are. I ain't gonna be like, oh, damn, me doing porn ain't good enough. Like, no.
But I feel him though, because had I would have made it as a rapper and a motherfucker said, wow, what's your goals? Well, the goal of right now was to make it as a rapper. That's what I did. I made it.
Yeah, let that man enjoy the fact that
Come
he
back
just
in a
made
year
it.
or so after I've lived and benefited of what I wanted to make out of my life. Like sometimes you got to let a motherfucker get to the point where it's like, okay, what I wanted to do, I've accomplished, but it's not enough right now.
Let
Some
him
people,
enjoy
enough is
the
enough.
moment. Like, let him enjoy the moment that you
Right.
got here. And
You
I think that's the problem. Like, a lot of people don't stop to smell the flowers when they've succeeded at something. They so quick to want to get to the next level that you never realize at this point right here, you got time to stop. But
I
you
have a
chose
question
not
for y'all.
to.
When y'all first started the podcast, did y'all have a goal in mind?
Keep it a buck? No.
When we first started,
No, it was just for us. It was a way for us to just wanted to play music that he liked to listen to, as well as his own music, on top of his own music.
Because y'all used to have segment where y'all played local people shit too, didn't y'all?
Yeah, we did.
But that was only because I was.
Yeah, because I remember I used to come in after that. I didn't want to hear that shit. I used to join.
Damn.
I used to join Block
Stop
Talk after
stepping
that.
on other motherfuckers. See, that's the problem.
I mean, a
We
lot of
just
them
talked
never...
about this 30 seconds ago.
What?
Stop it.
No.
Yes.
But it's period. You know I don't like listening to people's shit. So I used to come in after. Did I lie?
Man, if I'd have made it as a rapper, I'd have disowned you.
That's perfectly fine.
I'd have been like, here, you can have this, but you can't come around.
It's perfectly fine.
You stifling the fucking creativity, talking about, yo, why don't nobody want to hear that shit? Bitch, I get paid for them to hear this shit now.
The shit that they play now is ass, but somebody wants to hear it. Somebody is fucking playing it. That don't have nothing to do with me just because I don't want to hear it. I'm not a...
Some of it is that.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm not a person who listens to local music and shit like that. I barely listen to the mainstream people that are out right now.
Let's look at this from the other side. What if a motherfucker what if having 3 jobs mean you can't focus on one fucking task?
That is true.
How can I expect you to accomplish a goal when at any given moment it's 3 of these motherfuckers all the time? I need you to be able to accomplish one thing. I'm not saying
depends on who they are.
Have multiple things going on, but show a nigga that you can accomplish one thing before you start shitting on the fact that
you working 3 jobs mean that I'm not a good option for you. Because if I want to say, hey, let's go to Aruba with my doctor money,
right?
Oh, you got to get PTO for all 3 jobs
because you want to be goal oriented and shit.
I'm just saying, like,
man, where's B Simone when you need it?
Because like some people have multiple talents and don't want to just commit to one.
Shows me that
like
you
I just said, like with all of the shit that like
of none.
me and my uncle just talked about that because it's like you have like Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean is talented with crocheting. She's talented with doing hair. She, play her little instruments and shit. Her problem is she commits to nothing. Like nothing at all.
Because when something is your creative outlet and you turn it into work, it's no longer fun. It's no longer creative. Let's take you doing this podcast. This is really your personal journal. These people are just being nosy, keep it a buck. But if you turned around and let's advertise, let's market, let's make it a thing, let's go and let's grow and be big because you technically can, it won't feel like a personal journal to you anymore. It'll feel like work. Now it becomes work and you don't care about it no more.
My reason for not wanting to do all that is because I don't want that type of exposure because y'all know I don't like people. And when it comes with having to advertise and or networking and events and all of that kind of shit, we know I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to be fucking bothered. If I had the personality for that,
like
then
work.
yeah, I would want to take. Well, it's not work for people who like doing that kind of shit.
Right, and that's
where
the
they
point.
like they
You
get
don't
into
like
people.
doing it.
I don't like to be around
people.
people.
If you had to do it, it would no longer be fun and just I'm kicking it with my bros for a few hours and we talking about what's going on in life. It becomes work.
But the podcast itself wouldn't feel like work. It's the extra shit.
Right, it's the shit around.
It still all goes together.
Yeah,
but it becomes work.
because recording, I don't think I'll get tired of
Right,
recording.
but it'd be the extra shit that you got to do on a weekly
But it's like
basis
I don't want to.
that would now strain the recording process.
Because now I feel like my creativity is being stifled because it's okay. Well, Mimi, you know we got these sponsors now, so we can't talk about this certain thing.
You think I would get sponsors that don't match you?
Them little Jesus jokes and shit y'all be doing, y'all got to chill them out.
You think I'm
Like,
really not?
What type of people do you think we are?
We will sponsor you too. Like, first of all,
The ones who offer the most money because you will sell us out.
no, I got other shows for that.
He couldn't sell us out because how would he sell me? Because I wouldn't want to do
Skim
some
us
shit if I can't say what I want to say.
Like,
I need to be able to make produce jokes.
Because
See,
the more money they have, the more he can skim off the top.
First of all, that's why I have other shows. See,
Tom-
when it was
Tom-
just
Tom
when it was
was-
just like 5 of y'all, then yeah, you can use that. But now there's other ones. Like, look,
Tone would
here's
much rather sell some niggas out that he don't know versus us.
this is true. Because who am I gonna spend the money with? If I just sold y'all
Right,
out,
if he sold us out, now you got to hang out with a bunch of niggas.
oh, like, and now I'm spending money on you. You, they ungrateful. At least with y'all, I know it's like Guan's just gonna buy chicken tenders and fries, and we eat that all night. Cool.
But this actually
Watch wrestling.
This actually walks us right into our next video.
I do
No,
want
our
some
next
chicken
video.
tenders with a
Um,
butter nut.
I got some chicken at the crib.
Do you?
I'm not gonna go to your crib and eat chicken.
I fried it before I came.
I got 3 job interviews tomorrow.
But, oh, was that your ambition talking?
No, that's my bills talking. That's why that's the I wish I was a doctor talking.
You know, shorty, you date you because you got three interviews.
I don't want her. Take my.
She appreciates your ambition. Though.
I don't want her because if you notice, I date nurses
That is so funny.
because they dedicated to one role and they worked hard to get there.
If Tone
Shit, they ain't got no time for no other ones.
if Tone
Exactly.
don't do shit else in 2025, he gonna find somebody to take care of him. Right. See, I used to feel like he was just trying to get out of working, but he really thinking about his future. Because he gonna need a motherfucker to, spoon feed him some apples. Yeah.
They always say that, like the older guys, they be looking like caretakers and shit. That's why.
You're right. I mean, he not wrong.
But y'all make it sound like it's wrong. I mean, that's not the plan. They just happen to be nurses. Because the CNAs are ghetto.
I don't feel like you would this love that you have for women who are nurses.
It just
I
happens.
don't feel like you would have the same love for bitches who worked at like banks.
I fucking hate banks right now.
See, this is what I'm
You know
saying.
what's funny? It's
No,
like,
because bitches
for
who work
Tony to
at
be as
banks will
ain't
know
shit as
exactly.
he is, you would think he would be scared of dating nurses.
Right, motherfuckers who would know how to get him up out of here.
Yeah.
But he just keep putting his life in their hands.
And I feel safe. I feel the safest with nurses.
See, I feel like the nurses is the chicks that he don't fuck over. It's the other chicks.
That's a lie.
Well, I mean, if you let him tell the story, it's all plausible.
If
That's
you
why
let-
we don't
if
let
you
him tell the
him
story.
tell the story. He's never the villain.
Yeah, that's why we don't let him tell the story.
But y'all be making up
Don't think
stories that
cool.
don't even exist.
I think Cody.
He trying to finish the story. He got the adrenaline in his soul.
Something.
But no,
That's
like,
the only way I think
because y'all brought up like doing things and like not wanting to do them like when they feel like work and like all of that kind of stuff that walks us into our next one. So go ahead and this is Bow Wow's daughter. Mm-hmm.
Told her mom that she's tired of doing TikToks and acting and just wants to be a regular kid.
I mean, 13 in 6 months, like, I don't know. She just does not like being recorded. She's just like, Mom, stop. Mom, stop. Every time I have to like sneak into it. And even when I sneak into it, she gets so mad. She's just like, no, I look crazy. Like, no, I look crazy. My hair needs to be done. And then when her hair is done, she's like, Mom, stop. I'm like, I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, I just don't want to be recorded. Like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to act either. And I was like, okay, like, we're not even talking about acting. I don't want to do it. And I feel like you and my dad are trying to pressure me into like acting and all this stuff. And I don't want to do it. Like, I just want to be a kid. I just want to go to school. And like, I just want to like, you know, be a kid and play sports and have friends and like that. I just want to be a kid. Baby girl, in my head, I'm like, girl.
I hate
people that do that.
Yeah.
That's why I love the fact that Lily and TT, they really don't care about the camera. They'll come in the studio and play on the mic and talk, but they don't care about the camera. And I'm not gonna force them to make a podcast. I mean, Lily wants to do one. Tiana be like, no, just give me my phone so I can play Roblox.
Yeah. I don't. It's like one when you have parents that are trying to like live through their kids is one thing, but it's like she's telling you like, dude, I want my childhood.
Right.
Like this is not what I want.
Shad Moss pisses me off in this situation now because
there's one person that should
understand is him.
Fuck is like to have a camera shoved in your fucking face at 13. It's him.
He's been famous since even younger than that.
Yeah, Bow Wow been famous since probably like 12.
Right.
11, 12. So he should understand, like, bro, I just want to be. Nobody even knows you my fucking father, bro. Like, chill.
Y'all, I'd be so torn. Like, I love watching the live and interacting during the pod, but then I don't have anything to listen to at work during the week.
Are you responding back to earlier what I said? I probably didn't post.
Well, you know what? This is and that's why I like live, like, and why I don't listen to a lot of other people's podcasts, because I am a person who I like to interact in the moment. I don't want to listen to shit and then go back and got to comment about it in a group or something later, because honestly, I'm probably not gonna remember everything. Me being able to do it in a moment, I can touch on everything I want to touch on.
That's what I tell you. You don't have a podcast anymore. You got a talk show.
Yeah, but no, that really bothered me, because I feel like you basically like
bullying your
fuck
kid.
her boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she even said, I didn't want to act. If you're talking about the camera and she bringing up, I don't want to act, you keep making me act, and you're like, well, we wasn't even talking about that. She's literally telling you, I don't want to do this. I just want to be an ordinary kid.
Then for you to say like she don't like to be on camera, like, but even when I sneak and put her on camera, why would you do that?
Why are you doing that?
You're gonna end up in a nursing home. And you're gonna wonder
like,
why
are you doing that? She's already said that this is not what she want to do, and then you sneak and do it anyway, and you basically being real dismissive of her feeling, like, girl, like, whatever, you gonna do this, like, because that's what it sounds like.
That's because her mama, bro.
And but it's her dad too. Like, both of these niggas,
because he keep pushing her into acting and she don't want to do that. Like, bro, all your shows got canceled.
She's like, I'm finna be 13. I'm still trying to enjoy my childhood. I got my whole life to get into this other shit.
You became a teenager.
Yeah, so
parents know best.
Not really.
That's that bullshit they feed you as a parent. I know what's best for you. Yeah, I don't really think.
I don't need that. See, that's why I love wrestling families, because they'll still let your son or daughter go off and do whatever you want to, and then you can come back to wrestling when that shit don't work.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Ree
found
wants to be
out,
a wrestler.
No, I found out last week that apparently Ree is trying to move out. I ain't heard nothing about it. We ain't talked about it. None of this. I found out because Ree came in the kitchen and asked, how do you get renter's insurance? And I'm like, well, what do you need it for? Because like the house, everything in here is insured, so you wouldn't need to get renter's insurance. So then she got to talking about I guess one of the requirements for a spot is you have to have renter's insurance. So my mom is So my mom is going, down the line of like, providers of insurance or whatever. And she's talking to her, and I'm like, oh, and then she's like, well, man, well, I ain't gonna be able to get it because I don't have any insurance, and because I was gonna have her like schedule my walkthrough and like all of this kind of stuff, and I was like, see, this is why you're not ready to move out on your own. You don't have renter's insurance, right? Because you don't live there yet. You haven't signed a lease. They can't insure a spot that you don't fucking live in. After you get the place and decide that you're going to move in, then you set up renter's insurance. Because how the fuck they go insure a address that they don't know?
You got to make sure, and you got to know how much you need to insure. Because if you ain't got nothing in there but a bed and a TV on a crate, you don't need $250,000 worth of insurance.
Right. So, but again, Reed just turned 20. She just took her first little solo trip out in Cali, which went to shit. And now she feel like she's ready to venture out on her own. I know that she's not, but I'm not going to stop her.
Yeah, that's what you got to learn.
You know what I mean? You got to learn
let them know
something.
they can come home.
Because it's like, especially Trump just got elected, and we finna see how shit finna play out. And this is the type of time that you want to play with. Go right ahead. Now, my doors are never closed to her. And I don't want to see her fail. So it's not a thing where it's like, you'll be back. I hope she doesn't have to.
Right.
But in the event that she needs to, doors is always open. She can always come home. But it's really like, you don't have the slightest clue, because you look at, okay, well, it says it's this amount a month. I can do this. Well, when you move into a place, they're going to ask you for first and last month rent. So that's double out the gate just to even move in.
You need to save at least 4 months worth of rent.
Then you have to look at the fact that you don't pay anything now. So you're going to go from not paying anything to paying rent and utilities. Because if I know my child, she's probably trying to move somewhere down by like, Rita said my 20-year-old daughter wants to venture out.
I got 9 more years before I got to worry about that.
And so now you're going to have to worry about setting up utilities and paying, utilities every single month.
Is she trying to do this on her own, or is she trying to have a roommate?
I don't know.
Because that's a whole nother conversation.
I told you it was news to us. We didn't know.
Either you get
it just kind of got sprung on us.
If you're getting a roommate or not, always save up at least 4 months worth of full rent.
From the conversation that we've had in this room about Lil' Cuz, she don't really seem the best with like money management.
No, it's actually the opposite. She is great with saving money because Ree is extremely, extremely cheap, unless it's something that she really wants.
That's not how it works when you move out there.
Like she will.
No, you can be cheap.
She will be too cheap to catch Ubers to get herself to and from work, and she'll get on the bus. When she wants to take her little heifer out, this nigga spend $40, $50 on fucking Uber and shit. Ubering from our house to her house to pick the girl up, and then Ubering them both to whatever date they going on. Rhea is a trick. That's where her mismanagement of funds comes in at. Yeah. So
well, maybe when
it comes to doing things,
maybe when she moved, a little half of a move in, that cut down on Uber costs.
Yeah, so when
this just seems like a
bad idea. It definitely is a bad idea.
When it comes down to dating, she always date. She's read a trick. She the nigga in the relationship. That's the only place where her money. Oh, and like people borrowing money from her. I've talked to her about that. But when it comes to like actual shit, like, oh, she don't want to help us in the house do nothing. She don't want she prefer, because you look at it, putting gas in the van, if you put like $20 in there, it's like that might get you a week or two off of getting you to and from work, back and forth to work. Because I work from home. I'm not using the van like that. So rather than do that, you would feel like, well, fuck it, I'll just get on the bus because the bus is cheaper. Okay, well, you take that 2-hour ride when it could have been 15 minutes. Do what you need to do. I'm in bed, rubbing my feet together.
I ain't never understood why niggas be so invested in the struggle when you don't have to.
Right.
Because that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So,
never taking a 2-hour bus ride because it's cheaper.
Who said I'm scared for my young adults to leave me? Yeah. So
that's different. That's you.
So with Ree,
ain't scared.
With Ree, it's not that she doesn't make good financial decisions, because honestly, Reed's checking account is probably fatter than 98% of the adults that I know. But when she was dating this one chick, like that motherfucker cut in half. Like it was one point Reed had like 5-6 G's put up just saving because I don't charge her nothing, and she saves money. But dating and always going and taking these chicks out and like doing that little kind of shit, it got to eating into her
Red
funds.
Lobster, feeding these hoes cheddar biscuits.
Yeah, but the fam wasn't eating cheddar
Cheddar
biscuits.
biscuits.
You know what I mean? But it's just Reed doesn't. We'll see.
Okay, but like, do you think not charging her anything? Like, not saying like she gotta help you, but like just so when she do move out, it's certain things she'll be accustomed to and knowing.
I'm feeling
when I need to pay my rent because I'm used to when moms need this. Boom, it's to her one time.
But sometimes when you try to do that though, that's when you get pushback from them because they're trying to understand. They're not listening to why you're doing that. They would rather give somebody $1,200 to go live in their own space to feel like they free instead of giving their mom $200, which you secretly don't know. Moms is actually putting it in a savings account.
You paying are the things that you use.
They don't look at it like that. They feel like they're entitled.
It's like I'd much rather pay for the fucking expensive internet than to go pay rent right now.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that maybe that was the thing because Ree is at a point where she might be feel like, well, if I'm gonna be paying mine, I could just move out. When I didn't even tell you how much because I wasn't gonna take that much because my mortgage is less than $600 a month. And it's 3 adults in the house. Even if all 3 of us paid $200, you've got $200 for the whole month.
You can't miss that,
and that's fine. And I'm paying everything else because you don't even pay your cell phone and bill yet, and you got a cell phone and an iPad.
So when she moves out, that's technically stuff that she's supposed to take with her too. So you got to have your own phone with your own bill.
Yeah.
So that's an extra $200 that you didn't think.
Want to struggle if you do not have to.
But I sent a message to them. I gave them a 30-day notice. So on November 1st, I said, as of December 1st, both of y'all is going to have to start kicking in financially. I said, because I only work part-time. I got all this shit going on and I have a new baby coming. So I don't know if it's the baby that she got an attitude about. So she want to move out because I told her that she going to have to start kicking in. If she feel like the baby is the reason I'm telling her that she got to start kicking in, or if it's just a combination of everything and she like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
But again, why would you want to struggle when you do not have to? Moms didn't say you got to get the fuck out. Moms was like,
yeah, because I would never put her in that position.
Just take some of the little stress on the plate that we don't need.
Like, because you were in my household and you were under the two happens, they're going to put you on my food stamp case no matter what, because until you're age 22 and older living with your parents, if your parents try to get food stamps, whether you giving them money towards the whatever, they're going to count your income on that case. So all the money that she makes from Shake Shack that I don't take from her at all, they count that on my case. So I don't even qualify for food stamps. I work part-time and I have 3 dependents, but I can't qualify because they're looking at my income plus Reed's income, and it's too much for the amount of people.
Never too much, never too much.
So it's like you work at a fast food restaurant. You get, whatever food. You come in with bag, like stuffed with different burgers and fries and shit. Some shit you don't even eat because the fucking fries and all that shit will sit in the fridge for however long, and then it ends up getting thrown out with the trash. You don't bring shit home for the house to eat. And you're the reason that we can't even get fucking food stamps because they counting your income that I don't take from you. But like you said, some people just, they want to struggle. Absolutely. And if that's, where she at and she feel like this is what I need to do, because like I said, I don't know anything. Put that comment on, put a short comment on the screen. It said, Mimi, from the outside looking in, you seem extremely close to your daughters. Do you feel a way that she didn't come to you and discuss wanting to move out prior to just asking about insurance? I did. Because I feel like you got to be for something. And it's kind of like from what I mentioned, like, I don't know if it's because she feeling away because of me having a baby, if she feeling away because I asked her after all of this time, I finally asked her to like start chipping in. And again, I didn't even say how much. For all you know, I could have just been like, all right, well, you got to start paying your own phone bill now. I never said you got to, oh, well, you got to give me $100, $200, or, I want half of your paycheck every 2 weeks. I never said any of that. I just put y'all on notice that in 30 days, y'all gonna have to start, kicking in and helping out because I'm overwhelmed. I take care of everything. I pay for the internet. I pay for everybody's fucking phone bills in the house. Everybody. I'm about, like, we just had Thanksgiving. I don't get stamps because I can't qualify. I had to go pay cash for all of that shit that I cooked for Thanksgiving. Do you know how I cried in the car on the way home, nigga? My eyes was blurry as a motherfucker at a stoplight. Cause like, what am I doing here? This ain't how life's supposed to be, nigga. I work part-time. So yeah, I definitely, felt the way, but it is like I said, I'm not gonna shut her out to the point where if things weren't to work out, that it's like, all right, well, you chose to move, so it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely felt the way about that because you talked to me about everything, and you bypassed me and went to my mom, and her and my mom ain't even as close as they used to be. So I really felt like it was some shady shit that was going on because she walked right past me and was like, "Hey, Granny, what is such and such, such and such." So yeah. Rita said they don't rationalize it that way. LOL, but life gonna kick that ass once reality set in. Yeah. So, but that was like when Bree was, her being in college. I'm paying out of pocket for her to go to school for the part that wasn't covered by the scholarships and stuff because I didn't want her to have to take out student loans and start out behind. Once she decided that she didn't want to go back that second year, I'm like, all right, well, the shit that I was gonna pay, that's on you now. Because I only took out one loan and it was like I think it was probably like $2,000. Like it was like a subsidized loan. And that's what I wasn't paying out of pocket monthly. So it's like any loans that were coming out, she didn't have to worry about that because I was gonna pay that. But because you dropped out, I'm not paying that. Because the whole purpose was for you to be going and not have to worry about anything after you graduated. But since you decided that you was gonna fuck off because you didn't want to listen that first year when I told you, don't worry about working. It's your freshman year. You have no idea how your class is gonna be, how your schedule gonna be, none of that. Get a feel for your first year of college first to see what your workload is gonna be. Once you get that established and you decide, hey, yeah, all right, cool, I can juggle this, I can handle this. I got so many hours per week that I need to put aside for homework or projects. I should be able to, work so many hours a week and then it not really throw me off. Because you don't have any fucking responsibilities. You have no financial responsibilities at all. All you do is sleep, eat, shit, go to school. That's it. That's all you have to worry about right now. But she was supposed to be quitting her job at Panera to focus on school. But she quit Panera just to apply for Shake Shack and got the job right away. So she just jumped from one job to the next instead of focusing on school like I told her. So what happened? She fucked it up. In that second year, she had an opportunity to go back, but they was like, well, you gonna have to take, such and such classes. She was like, that's too many classes for me to have to take over. I'm not doing that, so I don't want to go back. And here we are. All right, well, now you finna take your money and you finna pay this back because I've already been paying my money out of pocket every month for you to go to school, only for you to not do what you were supposed to be doing because you didn't want to listen and you felt like you knew everything. So you figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. I I do hope that things work out for her. Like I said, I have no idea on whether she is planning on getting a roommate, 2 roommates. I know absolutely nothing other than the fact that she was looking for fucking renters insurance. And that's it. I don't know where the place will be or none of that. But Ree really is not, she's not even good with getting around. So it's like, in order for you to get to be somewhere where you can make sure that you can commute to work and, you know, do all of this kind of stuff, like, I don't know. We'll see. That's all we can do is we'll see. I haven't asked her questions about when her timeline is, when she's looking to move or any of that. But it is what it is. She's 20. So you got to live and learn sometime. Oops, wrong thing. Okay. In a less serious topic, did y'all see the story about the chick who boyfriend cheated on her?
It's a lot of that on the timeline.
And
So you got
got
like you got to be more
this was
specific.
TikTok.
That don't help.
She found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her, and he was an undocumented
immigrant.
Yes.
She called ICE on that nigga.
No. She got him in a car and told him that they were going to Six Flags, and she drove him through Mexico, and he don't have no papers. So,
and he can't come back.
No.
Damn.
No. So he fell asleep. So if you ever see any TikToks or reels or anything where it's like, my girlfriend told me we driving to Six Flags or we driving to Texas or whatever, and they dozing up but they keep waking up, that's what it's referencing, because he fell asleep during the drive, and she took that nigga to Mexico and left him because he was fucking off and bro ain't had no papers.
Not cold as the one I saw. TikTok give you some juicy shit,
don't it?
You guys got to find the right person.
So apparently, shout out to my man Lawrence Johnson because he reported this story. So apparently, this dude and his girlfriend broke up, but he wanted to get her back. So what he did was he went and spent about $500-$600, bought a car.
Okay.
Now, I guess he must have had the car in her name or whatever, but he went and parked that motherfucker at the airport and left the car. By the time they found her, that motherfucker had like $6,000-$7,000 worth of parking tickets.
Yo.
Yeah. And they was like, we could move it. We could like get the car towed. They're like, fuck it. We just leave it there. And motherfuckers started racking up tickets. Imagine somebody calling you out the blues like, excuse me, you owe us $7,000. How you want to pay it? Like, the fuck you mean I owe you $7,000?
Right.
Like, what? Say, yeah, ain't this your car?
Hey, that's how they got Julius on Everybody Hates Chris. They told him that he won a free TV, and when he went down, they busted him for a bunch of unpaid parking tickets.
I remember that episode.
But apparently, he had actually paid him and had the receipt for it. But what happened was, black lady got mad and quit, like Rochelle and shit. And she was like, "Oh, you want me? You don't want to? They didn't approve her PTO. She was she put in for PTO, and they didn't approve it, so she got to throwing everybody's shit in the garbage." Like, bro, I had shit to do with that.
Right, I paid the tickets. I got the receipt.
Yeah, and Kadeem Hardison, he be the judge on that show. So
He wants to flex off a backboard.
Yeah. Hey man, you gotta put some respect on Flex.
No, Flex did Homeboys in Outer Space. He deserved all that.
Hey, hold on, no, wait. Homeboys in Outer Space get a pass because
no, we don't.
Because world was weird
Ron?
back then.
Was that Ron?
What?
Homeboys in Outer Space. Was that Ron?
Nope, it was Flex and Doug E. Doug.
Yo, Dougie Doug was terrible. You know what?
I thought Dougie Doug was dark skinned.
He was. Wait a minute. Doug E. Doug
I
did
thought
different show.
Homeboys in Outer Space. I thought it was a light skinned guy. I thought it was Ron.
Hold on, let's find.
That's
it was Wikipedia for her. That was a 1996.
Yeah, Daryl
show.
M. Bell.
Yeah,
That's Ron
that's
from
Ron.
Different World.
I'm thinking, what show was I'm thinking of that
I
had?
mean,
Was it On the Block, The
how you
Stoop,
gonna
something
have
like that?
two niggas who only good in supporting roles be on the show? How does that work?
Dog, Gary Coleman was in that.
Homeboys out of the show?
Yes.
You see why that show was bad?
Plot centered around two astronauts, Ty and Morris, who flew around the universe in a winged car nicknamed the Space Hoopty. The duo's car, which was a cross between a lowrider and an 18-wheeler, who was piloted by a talking computer named Laquita.
I see why that show got canceled.
Yeah, like who did this?
You know what else show that was crazy that a lot of people don't speak of? You remember that odd rendition they did when they redid the Cosby's?
Cosby?
When it was just Cosby?
That was a completely different show.
And Dougie Doug was on there,
Yeah.
and then it was only Vanessa.
And that wasn't Vanessa.
I never watched it, but
that wasn't Vanessa.
But I've been seeing
that was
clips.
That's not the chick that played Vanessa?
No, that's one of the
But I see
chick
Debbie
from,
Allen was on that
No,
one.
that's the chick from In Living Color.
Oh, her.
Her.
Okay.
That's where, cause
Which one? Takia?
Takia. I couldn't remember her name. It was like
that was such a. I'm like, it was just
because it was another show. It was supposed to be like a retired person trying to get used to just not.
Why
being,
they call it Cosby's?
Because if you actually know, a lot of people didn't know this. Bill Cosby named a lot of his shows Cosby. It was Cosby. There was a Cosby where he was a detective. It was the Cosby Show, and then Cosby. He did that shit. Well, he got rights.
So he was a detective, a doctor, and then he retired.
He's just a retired dude.
I feel like Malcolm and Eddie was in the same universe.
Because I saw somewhere it was some girl that was living in a house
Should've been.
and Claire kicked the door in. I was like, I don't remember what the fuck is this?
Right, because it was just I don't know how many seasons it was, but it was just like Cosby, and it was
Hanging with the Homeboys. That's the one with Dougie Doug.
Dougie Doug was also in Class Act.
That was next year.
Hanging with the Homeboys.
That was a bad
That is
show.
so blurry.
That was a bad
Talking
show.
about Flex acting career.
Niggas, that John Leguizamo?
John Leguizamo. I was like, John Leguizamo was on there.
That's crazy.
Hanging with the Homeboy.
Yeah.
It's not racist.
John Leguizamo was
You know,
actually pretty cool.
as I was watching TV the other day,
Which is who that clip of Flex that I showed from whatever TV show that was. That just looked like a bootleg John Wick. It was like, hey, where did you get this car from? He go kill us. You better be lucky if I can fix this shit.
Family Business?
Yeah, that was John, basically the plot of John Wick.
Okay, so what it was what it was his nephew.
Yeah,
One
but
of
they
them was
beat
his
his ass
nephew.
and took his car after that.
Yeah, one of his nephews stole the car from the wife of like
A mob boss guy.
a
Yeah,
big dude.
He was the biggest drug dealer.
And
in New York
dude
or
was
something,
like,
or whatever
you
it
better
was
be lucky. He basically said, who car is it? So when he figured out who car it was, he called
he saw the
ASAP.
plates.
Yeah,
And he was like, where did you get this
Yeah,
from?
because Chippy's name is on the back of her plate. So he called her like, your car is here. And Chippy was just going to leave it alone because it's like the little niggas being little niggas. But her son, Rio, was in the car too. So Rio's been hunting this nigga down this whole scene to fuck him up. But he finds out some
Because
other
Rio's
shit.
like a little gay dude,
Yeah,
right?
a little gay dude. And then he finds something out. Rio and the black chick from Batwoman, they brothers and sisters, and they be killing shit together. She's like a hired assassin.
Yeah, but that whole
It's a bad
thing.
show, but it's
Because he was like, did you hurt her? And it was like, when
because
he
it's
was
Chippy.
asked-
Because you know if you hurt Chippy, nigga, you dead.
Yeah, because he asked him, he was like, so did you kill him or what? Like that whole little scene was just
If you
John
don't,
Wick.
if you don't know the whole show, it definitely could have been his own thing. There's some more shit going on with Flex in this show too. It's funny as hell. Dog,
Why is he here
Lisa
without
Ray
facial
is
hair?
on this show.
Why is he here without facial hair? I'm not here for that at all. He's a grown ass man.
Lisa Ray is on this show. Shit, the mom from Half and Half, Big D, she's on this show.
I never forget when Phyllis snatched
Why I'm not watching.
when Phyllis snatched Big D wig, but she had another one in her purse and just put it right back on.
Because Big D was never gonna get caught out there. You were gonna catch her out there bad. You was never gonna catch her down bad
At all.
when they thought they was broke. That shit was funny. She came to Philly to learn how to live like a regular person.
So we got one more topic, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. Now, both of us have kind of been like on the shitty end of parenting, where we feel like we've had like dealt with favoritism and shit. I'm wondering in this situation, like we don't have like full context of it, but putting biased feelings aside from being like the actual kid in the situation, how would you react as a parent? So go ahead and play that video.
My knee popped.
Did he get your brother something? No. So you positive this one of those ain't for your brother? No. So he sends you a gift, and then he don't get your brother nothing once again. That ain't right. This time the shit is going back.
Why?
And I already
Me a gift.
Let me tell you something. I'm tired of your father, y'all's father, showing favoritism. Understand? He's not about to keep doing that.
But it's not fair.
It is fair. He's bringing division in my household between y'all. Like, no, that between him and his son. No, that's not fair. Your daddy should have at least bought him something too. So the watch ain't for him?
No, it's mine.
Okay, and that's why I called him, and that's why he on his way.
Why?
He's on his way. Put it in there. Put it in the box.
But Mom, that's not fair.
It is fair. Put it in the box.
But it's not even fair.
So I felt like, because a lot of people were in, like it was split. You had a lot of people that were jumping on the dad saying he ain't shit. Only because both of those are his kids.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Let's before we go any further.
Yeah, she said y'all dad. So it's both of them are, this one guy's kids. So because of that, and it's not a thing where it's like, well, bitch, that ain't my son. Like, that is his son. So you have it split where you have some people who are like, oh, bro ain't shit. Like, why he only buying one something. And then you have other people who's like, the mom is wrong for taking, whatever from the daughter. I feel like there's not enough context, because what is there could be an underlying reason for that. Now, what if she is getting all of the good grades and like little awards and whatever shit, and those are her rewards? You can't expect treatment to be equal if one is earning something and the other one not.
Well, then once again, this goes back to when communication is important. That way, when you bring in the kids home, baby girl got A, B, C, D because I got it for her for getting straight A's on her report card. That way she knows why she is walking in here with 2 or something and little man ain't got nothing. Or, I went to the store, I got baby girl A, B, C, D, son didn't want nothing. So it's cool.
Put Cheryl up. She said, nah, the mom OC, the dad is wrong, but she should deal with him and not put the kids into it. Yeah. That I definitely agree with. Like, without having any context or reasoning for it, I don't feel like she should have involved them at all. Like, she should have went straight to the source and been like, dude, what the fuck is up? I've noticed for, a couple of times you didn't buy her something, but ain't buy him something. What's the deal? But because I also know how a lot of moms do tend to like coddle their sons and they can do no wrong, I understand how it can also be a thing where it's like, maybe bro just ain't doing what the fuck he's supposed to do.
Or maybe, sometimes parents get blinded by this, maybe you doing a lot for son and not doing a lot for her. So the dad
we definitely see a lot where they're like, moms are softer on the boys and go hard on the girls, and then it's the whole daddy's girl thing.
Bro, just learning life lessons at an early age. It sucks, but it's something that you're gonna learn. It's something you're gonna have to deal with in life. And you want to know what you're learning right now, bro? Life ain't fair. And it's not fair on either side. It's not fair from the niggas in the world that you don't know, and it's not fair in the world from some niggas that you do know. Yeah. That's just life.
But I also get both sides because I have to get on my mom and my dad because they'll buy stuff for my youngest just because we said she did something. Meanwhile, Alyssa gets an afterthought. Like I can call my mom and the first word out of her mouth, well, how's Tiana? What's going on with Tiana? What about Tiana? Tiana. And then be like, oh, and what's Lily doing there? It's like you called because I needed to talk to you about something, but your whole focus is on this one.
Right. Instead of just saying, well, how my grandbaby's doing?
Right. And she now I got on her about that. So now she's doing both. She will ask about both of them, but you can still tell you a little bit more emphasized on Tiana. And I get it because I had to remind myself Lily was firstborn child in the story. Most moms know what that means. So with Tiana, we was like, here, she can stay home with you. We got to go to work. Lily got to go to school. So y'all got to bond. I get that. But I also tell her, like, if you out here just randomly on Amazon shopping for shit and you bought Tiana something, if it's just randomly, you got to do it for both. If it's a random, just I'm doing shit, you got to do it for both. Now,
why ain't nobody tell you I had 2 kids?
You made a big ass fuss about the first kid. So you know I got 2 kids.
Ain't nobody tell y'all.
We didn't plan.
Look, man, again, just like little shorty got to learn, parents got to learn.
And I'm saying,
and that's life lessons. Guess what?
This is why
one
I
grandkid is going to be the favorite, while the other one, it ain't no beef. It ain't no beef at all. It's just,
but
hey,
that's why I
this
said
is the bond that I got.
But and I get that, but that's why I said if it's just a random act of kindness.
But I wasn't thinking about that other one. I was thinking about my favorite grandchild, which is why this is a random act of kindness. You want to know now that other gift that you're gonna get, that's a gift out of spite. Because I really didn't want to buy this for you. I don't even know what to buy you. My jam not with you.
But that's just it. You ask the same questions about both, you get the same answer. So if you randomly just buying Tiana something. Now, if Tiana's acting up, because I tell them just as much when shit's bad as much as shit's good. So now that you know Tiana is doing A, B, C, D, you shouldn't still be just randomly buying her something. Where's the Lily just got a 4.0? Where's that congratulatory gift? But Tiana got a perfect score on her spelling bee, and now you want to buy $80 worth of Robux.
She's not the favorite.
You and I don't
care. So it's like me and my sister. My mom used to fucking double mint twin us to death.
Like it was cheaper to buy 2.
We had the same coats. It might have just been different colors. We had the same fucking clothes and outfits and shit. But it was like then it was my sister's pops. Like he would buy whatever new Jordans came out, he would buy her those Jordans. Right. So every pair of Jordans that came out, she had them. I didn't feel a way about that, like, because I knew if I wanted something, I could ask my mom for it. I wasn't an every pair of Jordans type of person because I gave a fuck. Meaning, I don't wear that color, so why the fuck would I want them Jordans?
I don't wear that series.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't got nothing. Because what was the ones with the? See, I'm not good with the numbers. Are those the 12s? The ones with the little? It looked like the little mattress holes in the side. Those are 13s. Remember they came out with those like wheat color ones, like those. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like that fine because I have shit that can match those. But red and black, I don't wear red and black at all. I literally have no red and black clothes. My sister, she didn't care. Nigga, these J's, I'm throwing them on. My best friend at the time, she had on those red and black, the patent leather J's, and she had on purple jeans and a purple and white checker outfit with these red and black J's. I was disgusted.
I'll be disgusted when I would too. Like that now. Like, bro,
but I'm just saying, like, because
you don't have on nothing that match your shoes.
Nothing.
That's because you a shoehead.
Like, and
I also just like the color.
But at the same time, I wouldn't do that either, though.
Right, like it's just about color coordination. At some point, like, bro, don't leave your house in all purple and you gonna put on blue shoes.
You're supposed to do the opposite. If you got on red and black shoes,
and it's like, bro, you
go and buy something all black, all red, or both. You build up,
and it's like they don't even like make something subtle pop. Like, all right, I can see that outline around the logo around there is that color. So you was trying to bring that out more. No. It don't be. There's no trace of it anywhere. And me, I hated that. I was like Pops on Boomerang. You got to coordinate. That was me. I hated to see some shit that didn't like it would drive me fucking insane. So for me, I was cool not having every pair of J's because every pair of J's wasn't for me. I don't wear these colors, so I don't need them in my fucking closet.
Some of them shoes hurt anyway.
So I so I got why my mom would do certain things, like because she didn't want to make one feel less than the other. But it's like certain things motherfuckers didn't need just because somebody else got it.
Right.
Because I was fucking up. There's a lot of shit that I did not fucking deserve that you bought me anyway. It's probably why I can't even say probably. It's why I am the way I am now.
There a lot of times, and then when you do that, so if you are one of them parents who just randomly buy shit for kids, they don't appreciate shit. They didn't want it, they didn't earn it, they didn't ask for it, so they don't give a fuck about it. Like Teresa mom, she will buy for both of them, and Lily's her favorite. She'll never leave one out the equation. Lily's her favorite so much. Lily will come home and want to go. Lily's supposed to be getting off the bus, coming to the house. She didn't call her grandma to pick her up from the bus stop.
See, and that's one thing that I can always give my parents credit for, period. They've never treated the girls differently. And my mom was definitely closer to Rhea initially because she was born on her birthday. She was the firstborn and she was born on my mom's birthday. So they bond in the beginning like it was unmatched. When Jelly came, it was no different. She treated her just the same as she was treating Rhea. Like there was no favoritism there. My biological father, he don't fuck with neither one of them like that. Like he have his moments. He come in every now and then. How my grand's doing, but it ain't no consistent thing. Like so, he wasn't around enough to have a fucking favorite because he don't really know either one of them. Jerome, he didn't have a favorite. Them his babies, no matter what, both of them. So it's like I was glad that my kids didn't have to go through that because it's like you already have a type of rejection from your paternal side, and then your maternal side is like, well, damn, motherfuckers, they fuck with my sister more than they fuck with me, or they fuck with my brother more than they fuck with me. But I know the resentment that can cause too because I grew up with him, and his mom had that shit bad. His mom wouldn't make him share shit. He didn't have to give us nothing, but if we had something, we would have to give him something.
And I find that funny because there's two twists to this, like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. One, Tiana doesn't even like going over by my mama's house. Okay, she doesn't like going over there at all. She would rather stay home because that's just what she does. And Teresa mom, who does everything equally.
Meanwhile, Lily was having a fucking fit back there when she thought she wasn't going to her granny house. When you brought them in the studio that day.
Exactly, yeah. Like Lily loved going over there, and TT be like, man, I just want to stay home. Nigga. You gotta go to the studio, so I ain't gotta leave. It's like, nah, baby, I ain't going nowhere. Cool, I'm gonna go kick my shoes off and play some Robux. Like, damn. But the crazy part is for Teresa's mom to do everything equally across the board. She definitely has favoritism when it came to Teresa and her sisters. Like she definitely did more for the middle child. And
not the middle child. They usually the ones that get shit on
because she was labeled gifted. So she did more for the middle child, and the baby girl just got all the residuals because life. I'll tell y'all the story later. It's not for TV.
Okay, did you ever feel like that growing up in a household where you were the only non-bio child of your pops?
What, nigga?
You're not his biological child. Everybody else in the house is his. Yeah.
By the time I realized that Jazz was the favorite, I was already grown. Like I was already like grown with my own set of friends. Like I had a job, I was making money, I was doing shit. So like I wasn't focused on the fact that y'all treat her different than me because the age gap is different. So all the shit that
but Noah's younger than Jazz.
But Noah's also.
So what is the thing like with that at that point? Is like, was she the only girl?
I think she was the only girl.
I feel like the age gap with us, like it was like we're not all the same age, so you would never see what the favoritism look like on an equal level,
unless it's Christmas. And they changed the rule in the house.
Yeah.
That's an even playing
So
field
it's
now.
like, when Jazz is going through what it is to be in high school, I'm grown already. Like I'm grown.
Yeah.
So
He was out in the
as
streets with
Noah
us.
gets to the age of what it is to be going through what it is to be in high school, Jazz is grown. So now that we're all grown and we all live under the same roof, at that point now you can see where the favoritism comes in. Because it just be like little shit. I'm like, fam, you asked me to do this, and your kid is over there, like downstairs, the place where
You feel like you Chris in the
you
house.
want me to fucking go. She was already there. Or like
Chris was actually a fuck up.
So it just
I went back and looked at that. Chris was a fuck up.
And Drew was a golden child.
Yeah, Drew was favoritism, but actually, Drew just knew how to just let Chris fuck up and learn from his mistake. Because there was plenty of time Drew would tell Chris, "Dog, you ain't got to do that." Because even what's the baby girl name?
Tanya.
Tanya was really the favorite. Tanya was really the favorite. Because Julius let her get away with anything.
Oh, absolutely.
And it wasn't until I think she got mouthy one time that what's her name finally put her in her place.
I think that's hard, but it's subjective, man. People gonna treat their kids. I feel like that's just life. Like
I got a question.
Your children are human beings, and you are going to naturally vibe with who you jam with. So just because you are my son and I love all y'all equal, me and baby girl align better than me and you do. She might be the motherfucker that like to sit here and watch wrestling with me, as to we don't bond like that. So like our shit might be, we might sit here and play the video game.
All right, like me.
It don't mean I love one more than the other. It's just
it.
My jam might not be always wanting to sit in front of the video game for hours at a time, versus I'll sit and watch wrestling all motherfucking day.
Like me and Lily do a lot of stuff the same, that we are tight, but we have that bond where we don't need to be up under each other to care about each other. But Tiana would be the one that would be up under me. Tiana would sit here and watch me do the wrestling shows. She'll watch me play the game. We'll watch wild animes together. Like we do that stuff together. That doesn't mean I love one more than the other, even though everybody will truly be like, Lily's your favorite. Like, no, Lily's not. I worry more about Lily because she's hitting that middle school age and she's starting to want to be by herself. So now it's like, look, I gotta keep tabs on you because middle school boys are wild.
Yeah.
Lies, nigga, because you almost didn't make it through middle school.
I've never had.
Oh, my fault. That was Carlos.
I've never had favorites. I was attached to both of my babies as babies. As they got older, I couldn't stand both of them. So
you couldn't stand their daddy, so it was trickle down effect.
Well, no, it was I just like this baby. This baby wants his newborn.
Damn, you could have a Trump baby.
It's like newborn, infant, adorable. You can pick it up and
she love him
and sniff it, and it just you get high off that new baby smell like a new car. It's fine. But once they get mobile and get to, hey, I'm finna pull this down. I'm finna stick my hand in this. I'm finna, put my hand in my pamper for no apparent
your child
reason.
Reaches in the box and pulls out a dildo.
They will not be around. As long as I don't come out to my baby using a dildo as a teething ring, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
What if your child is crying? What if your child is crying and Beans give her like a vibrator to calm her down?
Because like just imagine
because that's basically what a lot of kid toys are.
Because I'm old. My mom is turning 60. It might get to that point where it's like she might grab a cock ring thinking it's a teething ring.
Can you
just not have
Can you just put that shit up?
Away from the baby?
Can you just go half on rent and then we'll just get a nice space and they'll give you your own storage closet or some shit?
I had a storage closet.
I mean, you wasn't going half on the rent either. That's why we lost it.
Shit, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on down here. But yeah, I don't feel like in this particular case, like there can really be. We really don't know.
And why? Like, How she even, like, folks look like, bro, why you got this motherfucking camera out? I don't give a fuck what she got in this goddamn box. Let me eat my cereal pancakes. What the fuck's in front of me?
And that was the other
I don't
thing.
care about what's in this box, mom.
And that was the point. I'm glad you brought it up because I meant to bring it up earlier, but I forgot it because we got to talking about the actual like favoritism. That's on the mom. Because, like you said, son didn't look like he didn't give a damn.
He didn't give
Because
a
sometimes
fuck.
we tend to put our gripes as parents with the other parent on the kids, and the kids is not giving a damn.
He probably leaned over and was like, hey, this is what you got. Oh, you know, Papa brought me, you know, a little iPad or whatever.
Like, maybe
that's cool.
And then
get the stamp in the fucking frosted.
Right,
flakes.
like he don't care about that.
I'm gonna go play some 2K.
Like Lily got 2 pairs of boots the other day, and Tiana only got 1. I was like, Tiana, you only got 1 pair of boots? She was like, yeah. I couldn't find another pair of boots I didn't like. I like these. I'm cool with that. She don't give a damn that Lily got 2 pairs of boots. She got the 1 pair of boots that she liked, and she's content. I didn't call up Kanisha and was like, hey, why you didn't give my baby another? No, it was like, oh, you happy with those? Cool. Lily, you like pick your damn boots up and put them where they need to go. I don't care.
Because even that and buying kids like the exact same thing could kind of like
I would not have my children dressed like ghetto twins.
Sometimes.
Hey, hold on.
Well, not even just that, but like sometimes it's like
my kids like the same shit. So sometimes I might have to get like they heavy in the anime, so they both may pick the same fucking anime shirt.
Like when people have twins, that's a pet peeve.
I hated that too.
Your fucking children are identical, but are we working hard to not tell them apart?
Mark, I am 40 years old. Okay, I'm 40.
I know you're 40.
To this day,
don't do it.
Brenda P. Dinkins will go out and buy a 3-piece.
She bought one for you, Rhea and Jelly.
Yes.
That y'all some fucking ghetto twins. That's just crazy.
Like,
ghetto triplets.
That's an old black family thing, though.
So it's like we all got. I don't know if you remember when we went to go see Black Panther. We all had on the same Black Panther shirt. Like,
but
that shit.
But like
That's
shit like that. That's
but
always
no,
been your mom. Now.
But that's what black folks do,
Even
bro.
when it was just you and Maisha, that's always been your mom.
But I'm saying,
like
but bro,
said, whether it was the same color or whether it wasn't, it was the same fucking brand. Y'all both had Tommy Hilfiger shirts, didn't you?
But that's what I'm saying. Even at 40, it's still the same shit. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm grown. If you ain't even just doing it to the kids, you still got me in the mix. You buy all 3 of us the same shit.
Absolutely, because you wear the fucking same size you wore when you was 12.
And she could just buy you nothing, and then the minute she come home with just shit for them and not you,
hey,
you gonna be on the
shirt.
podcast talking about my mama just didn't give me like this heifer can do all this, but not make up your mind.
Right, either you want to be.
Me and Jelly Bean wear the same size.
See, that's even so. Why are you complaining? That just means that if you don't want to wear it, B's got 2 shirts now.
Well, because it goes back to what I was about to say, as far as like sometimes you don't even have to buy them the same shit. So like one Christmas. You know how they got
same shit, so that way if you get lost while y'all out, you can be like, "Hey, I'm looking for a kid who got this on."
You know how they have the game consoles with everything built in, like the little mini consoles.
I need to get this new one.
Well, I got Reed the Sega one and Jelly Bean the Super Nintendo one. So the concept was the same, but now it's like, damn, you know what? I want to play Sonic today. Oh, but that's cool because I want to play Mario. Then y'all just swap. Sometimes you don't have to buy them identical everything. Sometimes it's better to give them, you know, a little bargaining chip for them to be able to use their sibling shit.
That's how you get sibling rivalries.
That was nasty. Who like that? Like it's 3 of y'all wearing the exact same fit. As a kid, you be like, "Hey, that's kind of fly." As an adult, that is some nasty shit.
You sound,
but it's crazy because it's like
because it was nasty.
But we were in the exact same outfit, but drip was totally different. Totally different.
That what I was like. That's what we're gonna say. That's another thing too. You can all have the same thing. Don't mean you wear it the same.
Cause sis didn't get no fuck. Sis wasn't grabbing no iron. Sis wasn't grabbing no starch. Sis was barely tying her fucking shoelaces. She'd get up, she wash her ass, she brush her teeth, she get her some cereal, some shit, and she just go in and just throw whatever the fuck on, like. And it looked like, you know how when you forming meatballs and shit and you do like this is how it used to look like she would do her pants and shit sometimes. And she just swirled the motherfuckers around and then put them on.
You see them stacked jeans?
Me?
Like
Me? My shit wasn't pressed, I wasn't going. It was just it was different. So we can be dressed just alike, but it looked completely different because I'm like, no, I gotta press my t-shirt that I'm putting on under my button-up shirt type shit. Like it was different.
Like,
I'm sitting here at the end at the foot of my bed with fucking cleaner and a toothbrush, cleaning my shoes every day. Every day I come home cleaning my shoes before I put them back in the box. She come in, she just chucked the motherfuckers for the fireplace. It was just different. It was different. So, but yeah, I'm gonna thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode.
That's a nasty way to end the episode.
Well, because I know we're a little bit over 3 hours, and I'm quite famished at this time.
It's the holidays.
But yeah, so if you were not able to tune in for the full episode, it's all good because we will definitely be having a replay, or you can just catch us on all of your favorite streaming platforms on Tuesday at 10 a.m. If Tone remembers to put the episode up, we'll make sure that we have Sherelle, come up and be like, hey, did this nigga post the episode? So if it ain't her, it's gonna be Denise. So we always gonna make sure we get him together.
You see it right? It's doubled down right over here in the folder. You see that? Two times it played.
All right.
Hey, see, niggas ain't gonna sit up here and put that on my jacket.
Yeah, but until next time, we got a hoe.
God damn it.